too dark.
Mic check, now we live, let the real one step in. Bush run the show, no script, no question. Panel in the cut, they equipped with the message. Breaking down truth from the block to the clock. In tune with the streets and the world we dissected. Sharp with the lens, bringing bold perspective for the ones overlooked. Now the lights directed, this that voice they respect. This Intune Perspective.
We back with another one, Intune Perspective. I think we on episode 9. What's really good? Yeah. We got Rasta Chris, B-Rad. Hey, Rasta Chris and his new whip. He out there, living life. What's up with it, Chris? You all right, bro?
Yeah, everything good. Excellent. You already know.
They treat you good, man. You done came up big since you got out. You still, coming up quicker than people that been out forever.
Yeah, good to be British. Good to be British. Yeah, where am I going?
Hell yeah, man. Congratulations.
Very nice.
On all the stuff that's going on.
Okay, yeah, so.
B-Rad, what's up with you, man?
Not much, man. Not much. Just watching these news stories and all the stuff coming out. Just, it's crazy days out here. It's crazy days.
Yeah, hey, excuse me, what Trump is doing up there, man?
Uh-oh.
He's fucking not coming through on his promises. I'll tell you that much.
Are they happy?
Not coming through on
his promises? Nah, not Trump.
Another lying white man.
What did y'all expect? Really? Come on, man. Y'all serious? They voted him in there. What did they expect?
No, I mean, I'll give him the 80-20. He did 80% of what he said he's going to do, but then he's fallen on the 20, and the 20 is a pretty hard 20. Like, I don't know.
The 20 is a rough one. No Medicaid.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
But you know what? I mean, at least he came through on a couple things. I mean, he kind of did. He's kind of going hard on a few, but still, no, I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, it's still a lot of questions, especially that whole Epstein shit. Matter of fact, let's look at a little video for a second, and then we'll get into it.
Yes, let's do that. To something that President Trump seems to want to go away, but is not. The conversation about Jeffrey Epstein and the DOJ's declaration this week that he did kill himself. No one murdered him in prison, and there is no client list.
So, they talk about the president having a bully pulpit. Well, the word bully seems to apply in the cabinet room today when a reporter asked Trump, or asked Pam Bondi, the attorney general, about the discrepancy where she said there is a list, and now she says there's not a list. So Donald Trump decided to jump in.
Yeah, sure.
Did I just interrupt? Sure. Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? So that is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question at Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy.
The lady was asking him asking another lady about Epstein, not even Trump, and Trump jumped in.
What happened in Texas? It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK.
So she's saying she got the list on her desk to be reviewed, so she had, what is she saying?
She's saying that she had a full file.
Okay.
And
we want to know about that list. That's what we want to know.
Files as well. That's what I meant by that.
So, I mean, she's just sort of dismissing it, but that is the question was about the list.
It sounds like she's playing games. She's making the people believe she had the list, and now she get put on the spot. And she's like, oh, no, I didn't have the list. Or things change, and some big people whispered in their ear, like, shut up about that list. You know what I mean? crazy.
Yeah,
Client
that
list.
And it was very specific. So she's now turned it into the file.
And look, I get the conspiracy theory, and I get why people would make an issue about that. She can't act like, and maybe it is completely innocent. Maybe she did say, and she was referring to the files.
Yeah, right.
But you've got to know, if you're the Attorney General and you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein, that each word matters, because people think that there's something
Charles,
being covered up here.
There's one word that is the most relevant word, and it's the word list.
Right.
Because people have been talking about this now for years. So, well, look, let's just play
her point is,
here's how it went down in Fox.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
She nods.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump.
So have you seen any?
She's a dirtbag playing games. She said, they specifically said the list, and she just said, it's sitting on my desk right now. And then later she cut it back like.
Thing there, you said, oh my gosh.
Not yet.
So her point is,
yeah, but my thing is, Trump was real defensive about when Epstein came up. He got real defensive. You know, B-Rad. I don't know. You don't even want to talk about that. What's up with that?
Well, I mean, that
list got some very important people on there.
We knew we were never going to see it. We knew that. Let's be honest. There's too many high level important people on there. Like you're saying, it goes entertainment industry, big business, government. It's too much. It probably would shatter majority of what's left of Western culture, and just make it completely hated.
But when you got the Attorney General who's seen the list, obviously, and she telling the people, yeah, it's sitting on my desk right now, and then later she go back home or whatever, get a phone call or get a visit from somebody. Yo, shut the fuck up about that list. We got to kill that situation. And it's obvious. It seemed like a movie playing out right in front of my face. Like, it's obvious somebody told her ass to shut up about that list. That's some bullshit.
Yeah. Facts. It's a bad movie at that.
Chris, you think Trump on that list?
If Trump is on the list, Trump and a whole lot more is on that list. A whole bunch of them is on that list.
You really think Trump is on that list? I don't know.
Yeah, Trump, all of them on there. A bunch of them is on there. I think a bunch of them is on that list.
Is there even a list? Because now she denying the shit.
Yeah, there's a list. Big man, there's a list. They got the list, and yo, you on this list. We can't afford this. Yo, just put this under the carpet for now.
Forever.
After Trump and them come out of office, and there's 5 years or something, 10 years, when some of them dead, you're gonna hear that list. Who was on the list? You're here. We might not even be alive then.
Come out though, huh?
I'm still waiting on Kennedy.
Yeah, they said
you still gonna be waiting.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I see P. Diddy beat the Rico. Okay.
Well, yeah. You beat the Rico. Oh, you did a lot of time. We made guests on the last show last night of if we think Diddy gonna walk with a time served, or is he gonna get? They said he got 2 charges, and the maximum for the charge is 10 years.
Listen, no, they're not. That's the max. That's 10 years if you got felonies, and if you he ain't got no prize or none of that shit. The minimum is what he gonna get, and that's like 2 years. He already got 14 months in or some shit like that. That 12 months or something. He ain't doing no time. Might be. Listen, y'all go see. Listen, that's not what they wanted for. That ain't nothing, man. Man, what they call it? Man, what?
No, they got him moving
trafficking.
They got it for
man something. No, they call it the 2 man something, man. It's called man something. He got 2. He beat everything else. The man something. That's what they call it.
Nah, let me
like trafficking. Man is man
yeah,
something. It's a slave. It's the slavery mentality they used back in the slave days. When black man rests with white women, it's the man something. They know what I'm talking about. It's called a man something.
It's not white slavery, because that's a charge. White slavery, that's a lot of pimps get that.
No, it's what they use when black guys was messing with white women and stuff like that. They call it man something. It's like a slave shit. I'm telling you.
I'll tell you right now what his charges are because it's something.
That ain't nothing. Yo,
it's transportation for prostitution, something like that.
No. Yeah, the man. It's the man something. Yeah. It's the man. It's called man something. Yeah.
So
that
what
ain't
you
nothing.
think?
Yo,
He
he
not
gonna
doing
get
no
like
time?
2 years. I'm telling you. He gonna get like 18 months. He got all the time served. Listen, they just got the felony on him, and he gotta watch himself. They trying to look for some other charges on him. He made them look bad, big man.
He got 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. That's the actual charge. Transportation.
Yeah, but what they
to
call
engage
it, man something.
Well, that's what they wrote it. That's what I heard them say in the thing. They said transportation to engage.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. Listen, you pay one for coming across. That ain't nothing. He ain't forced them really and all that. That's just I paid for you to come over here to have sex. That ain't nothing.
But B-Rad yesterday, everybody, oh no, they gonna get 10 years. The charge for that is 10 years. He gonna get 10 years. I'm telling them.
No,
like,
what I
don't got no violent record. What you say?
I said on both charges, both having a max of 10 years. I said he does 7 to 10 on 2.
No, but when you got the same charge, I'll tell him concurrent. Thank you. When you got the same charge,
it's gonna run concurrent, and it's not 10 years. That's if he gonna get the minimum. He don't have a guideline range. He ain't even gonna make the pen. He gonna be in the camp. And he ain't even going to the camp. He gonna be in the camp. He don't have no priors. He ain't even gonna get to the pen or the FCI. He gonna be in the camp. He have no prior record.
He got no record.
I mean, that's true. That's true. They did leverage some pretty heavy charges against him, but he beat the worst of them. The RICO went out.
He gonna be in the camp.
The racketeering's gone.
Prostitution. Okay, say if he even get 10 years, it's still gonna be in the camp. He'll do 10 years in the camp. He ain't going to no.
But we know he's not getting 10 years because Ross.
Yeah,
Chris,
I know.
We know. Come on now.
Nah,
I did state time. Chris did fed time. Like we know
and I
you
don't
gotta
know
be
shit about it.
No, but you gotta be a straight super villain to get the max of any charge. Like
the man guideline range is category 1, and offense level is 1. That shit carries something like 15 to 20 months. That's it. That's what he's gonna be under. And they're gonna ask him, do you accept? And if he say accept responsibility, it drops another 2-3 points. So it's gonna be like something like 12 to 15 months. That nigga got time served. He been in there.
His jobs. He got a job. First of all,
could be.
Not to mention he's rich as fuck. But he has a job.
The nigga's a billionaire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just trying to make it like on a normal person level. If you got a job out here and stuff like that with no priors,
yeah, you can't look at it.
You're not getting max. He's not average. I know.
Even look at, he's not. He's not he's not an average or none of that. He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, listen. Say worse than ever. Say he get 10 years. Trump pardoned that nigga the next day, Holmes. Trump gonna do some things. I'm telling you.
Oh, I believe that. Because Trump is smart.
I don't see that. This nigga let Larry Hoover home. Are you serious? Come on, man.
He brought Kodak home too.
He moving on power like power. Diddy is the powerful dude, so Trump gonna let him out. But I don't know. Here go the.
Have you noticed Trump like niggas that fight the system, Holmes?
He do.
Hey, that nigga that cop out.
Now to Sean Diddy.
Trump let you home.
Nah, what you say? Yeah, you're right. Trump look out for. He like dudes that fight that go against the system. He do like that. Well, here's the actual situation.
The nigga got 34 felonies. Trump got 34 felonies, Holmes.
That's what I was telling. That's what I told. That's what I said yesterday. I'm like, and he ain't going to jail. No,
how you gonna let other niggas go to jail? Come on, man.
Combs' case is back in court for a pre-sentencing hearing. Combs was acquitted last week of the most serious counts against him, but convicted on 2 lesser charges. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky at the courthouse. Good morning, Aaron.
And good morning to you, George. His lawyers will argue today that Sean Combs deserves some special treatment. They're hoping to get him out from behind bars as quickly as possible. This morning, the case against Sean Combs returns to court following the split verdict acquitting him of the most serious charges. His attorneys will try to convince the judge to skip some procedural steps and sentence Combs as soon as possible.
We are not nearly done fighting. We are just getting started. We're going to win, and we're not going to stop until he walks out of prison a free man to his family.
The defense argues there are exceptional circumstances that warrant an expedited sentencing, pointing to the 2018 death of his longtime partner, Kim Porter. The mother of some of his children had passed away many years ago, defense attorney Mark Agnifilo said in court last week. These kids, the two daughters here sitting in the middle of Your Honor's second row, don't have a parent. Federal prosecutors suggested they are in no rush to get Combs sentenced, telling the judge the only things exceptional about this defendant are his wealth, his violence, and his brazenness. Combs has remained behind bars after the jury of 8 men and 4 women acquitted the hip-hop titan of the most severe charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, but convicted him of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution related to ex-girlfriends Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane. He's facing a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison, though he's likely to receive much less.
The judge, y'all can say it's bullshit or whatever, but the lawyer made good points. These kids lost their mom. Like, Diddy ain't no violent, super thug criminal. He's a fucking businessman that got caught up in some bullshit. You think he's being treated fairly right now, B-Rad, or what you think?
I don't.
Come on.
No.
I don't think he's being treated fairly, to be honest. But like, I'm just saying the allegations were tough, bro. It was a tough. Those were tough things to listen to.
They were allegations, though.
He was found innocent on two charges. So it is what it is.
Listen, stop it. You can't use what he was found innocent on all the stuff that they really wanted for. The other two nonsense they got him for, he should be. Anybody would have got bailed. This nigga's a billionaire.
Yeah. That's why I think facing a 20-pack that he may do 7 to 10 out of it because they're just going to be spiteful. I'm probably wrong. But I'm just saying because they're spiteful.
Listen, this is coming from high above. The judge that can you see they let him out tomorrow? The big ass party he gonna have? Are you serious?
Sure.
You see, he disrespecting the government is getting disrespectful, way. So they got to save face to make it look good.
Yeah, but at the same time. Yeah, they denied the bail like 3 times. He gonna have to wait till sentencing. He's not getting bail.
Look how the niggas in jail act when they found out he won the verdict. You see that?
I heard about that. I heard about it. They came in. He hit the jail and they celebrated. They treated him like a king. They was all happy.
That's what we do. That's what we do when the niggas stand up. He's not a rat. The niggas stand up. He's a fag. But he's a fag that stood up. See what I'm saying?
You see why we get shadow banned, right?
I can't disrespect him. I got respect him as a convict that like me be ready to try before him and say fuck you.
He did, he did. And he's facing the rest of his life.
But
wouldn't do that.
I can't mess with him because he's a homosexual. I don't mess with homosexuals.
I hear you. But at the same time, you made a good point.
All of us a lot of us in prison respecting him as, yo, the nigga fought, man. He ain't told on nobody. He ain't say nothing. Yeah, but he's a fag. So the other dudes that like fags, they're good, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah. I don't care about a dude, whatever he do on his personal. That's me. I don't care if he a home, whatever, all that. Just keep it away from me.
No, I care because he ain't going to be around me. I care.
Oh, for sure.
He ain't going to be around me.
For sure.
Especially in that.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Whatever he do, cool. I ain't buy it. That's his thing, but he ain't going to bring that around me, though.
Oh, facts. But guess what?
So me and him ain't got no conversation. We ain't got nothing to talk about. He come in the room, I leave.
Hey, a lot of people will be facing the rest of their life the same shit as him, and they going to go tell on everybody. A whole lot of people. Yeah. Oh, but he did this, he did that.
So when he walks on this...
Not even that. They're going to lie. They're not even going to tell the truth. That's the part.
Oh, yep. Good facts. Go ahead, B-Rad. What you say when he walks on this?
I was going to say, so if and when he walks on this, does he become like the new face of like hip-hop legendary? Like, is he like the top for beating the feds? No. You don't think so?
Well, he's going to be legendary. He beat the feds. He's already legendary for that.
Right.
And I'm saying, plus he goes way back. I mean, he's the start of like legit hip hop in New York.
Right,
like,
you're right. But the fact should mess him up a lot. I'm sorry, I can't use.
Yeah, that he going to listen. The LBG crew gonna love him.
Yeah, you know that might propel him. But only way, Chris, only way it's gonna propel him is if he accepts it and say yes. I am this, and then go pride with it.
Listen, stop.
Wow,
I'm sorry.
He don't have to accept it. Look what came out, baby man. You want guys to fuck your other girl, fuck your baby mom, fuck your
hell
girl,
no.
all that. You want niggas to, you know what I'm saying? Come on, just that alone.
So yeah, you saying it's more than just the homosexual stuff. It's more than that.
Yeah,
it's
then you want
the
the
cup
sperm
stuff,
on
the
you and
cup
all
holes.
that on you and all that. Listen, that's hard. That's hard for a real man like me to accept, Holmes.
Yeah, I can't accept that either.
Yo, that, but I can't fuck with you. I can't support your product and shit.
I
like
lost
that.
a lot
I
of
can't
respect
do that.
to him. A whole lot.
Yeah, that's all it is. He
crazy.
lost respect with some of us, but he gained respect with the LGB, and the LGB is bigger than us.
They got motion right now.
You can't discredit the LGBT and say they with that type of weird cuckold stuff that Diddy like. They not with that stuff. Like,
man,
go ahead.
What are you talking about?
You got a lot of them is married. They got real. Not all of them, homie. Not all of them. A lot of them is married. They got real relationships.
The outspoken ones are the weirdos.
Check this out. Let me stop one. A man messing with a man.
They already
listen. There's nothing else that you can justify that to say. Oh, listen. Come on. A woman messing with a woman is nothing but they could get a lead pass. But a man with
that's
a man,
your opinion.
No
Chris.
justification.
That's your opinion. You got some dudes and females that's married to each other in the same sex relationships, and they look at the weird stuff that Diddy was doing, and they like, oh no, that's not cool. Not that he was messing with a man, but that he was doing the other weird stuff that you were saying. You feel me?
Yeah, but that's a handful. But they like when man mess with man. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. They already messed up. I hear you. Hey, these billionaires, it's changing. They're getting exposed. I like it because I don't like these secrets. All the secrets. Nah, fuck that. You want to be in the public? Let's know everything really about you. You feel me? Jay-Z is in some trouble and shit right now. Not really trouble. He got his son. That's allegedly his son. He lost in court. His son won the subpoena. So Jay got to go to court and provide that DNA. So we're going to find out if that's his son. And also, Nicki Minaj just came at him saying he owed him a couple $100 million. Let's watch a little footage on that. And then it's crazy, though. I'm like,
on X, and she's coming for Jay-Z. So in a series of tweets, Nicki Minaj is claiming that Jay-Z owes her $100.
What'd you say, Chris? They blocked you?
I said they blocked me. They said, warning, this URL have been blocked by Biddy system as potentially harmful. We recommend you close your browser window and notify the person who sent you the link.
You still on the show right now, though. Just don't press nothing. I think it's because of what
they took my picture. They took my profile off. So
for real, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They blocked me.
You still on? We still hear you though. We still hear you.
Yeah, they blocked me. So I'm just saying. So
I think it's them words that you got to be careful of them words because they
yeah. I forgot that. I forgot how sensitive this stuff. That's what I'm saying. They don't want you to say. They don't want you to say what you feel. They want you to say what they feel.
Yeah, me and B Rad was just talking about this before the show. How this channel is shadow banned. You can't look this channel up. You ain't gonna find it if you look up Intune Perspective and put my name or put your name, whatever, with the link.
Yeah, they told me to notify you. You heard it said notify the person that sent you the link.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. Just stay on those. We don't see your picture. Just stay here though. Look at.
Yeah, they said we recommend. This is it. It said we recommend you close your browser window and notify the person who sent you the link.
I'm telling you, we shadow banned, bro.
Okay. Say why was this blocked? It's saying link are blocked when they violate our acceptable
use policy. You said that word.
Okay.
F word. The F word is dangerous.
Okay. The link may be listed on a website list service. The link may have been reported to Bitly by a member of the public.
Oh, somebody was watching it and reported it? That could be a
the link may contain the link may contain malware software designed to harm your computer. Attempt to collect your personal information for the purpose.
Yeah, you ain't gotta read the whole thing. You ain't gotta read the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what it said.
We're gonna deal with it. Just stay on the show and shit. We'll deal with that. You know, we
say if you believe this been blocked in error, you're supposed to contact somebody with this form.
All right, hopefully they send me an email or something. I don't know. But you know, me, EST, D-Rad, we've been doing this shit for years. So we trained in this shit. But when you said that word, I was already like, oh fuck, they got me, get me. But
I didn't know you guys know. I thought it was like the other one where we could talk anything. My bad.
Same.
Yeah, they hate me. They took my channel. They still on this channel shadow bad, I guarantee. But anyway,
yeah, remember on the other on the other one I could talk anyway. They didn't say nothing, but this one my bad.
Yeah, it's crazy. But hold up 1 second. Let me do this. EST, what's good, homie?
Man, another day, another dollar, man. It's hot out here, bro.
Hot.
It's real. 90 something, bro. It's real.
You feel me? We did a segment that you should have been here for, the Trump situation with all of that, little stuff, but it was cool.
Well, let me get my little two cent real quick.
Okay.
Sad news to report, man. I love Trump, but he has been compromised. He's been compromised.
What's my machine work?
He's been compromised. Now, the catch-22 is
what happened?
I mean, he's just been compromised.
Hello?
But we
hear you, Chris. You hear us?
Oh,
Chris?
I thought something
we
happened.
hear
I
you.
thought they cut you off. Okay.
No,
now
we
you
let
good.
EST speak on
the
the
average
Trump shit.
businessman in America, to his extent, whether it's by accident or on purpose, it's gonna be
I can't
some.
hear nobody but you.
It's gonna be some muddy in the waters. For sure. When a reporter came to him, was like asked him about the Epstein. He kind of, he don't want to put that out. There's video of him with Epstein. So he's been compromised. But this the thing, man. We underestimate the power of that country to start with an I, right? I ain't gonna get into that. So, hey, man, this is America. This is the politics, man. If you ask me, not too many people who the higher ups didn't come in contact with that dude. So,
okay. So you saying you're blaming it on that country that started with an I that got him compromised?
No, I'm not gonna blame. I'm gonna say that's their boy. The dude who took his life allegedly in jail. That's their boy, and his job is to get next to a lot of people, whether they're doing something illegal or not. But we know this in America, right? Standing next to somebody, whether you're doing something illegal or not, if they get caught doing something illegal and you got pictures standing next to him, they're gonna correlate the two. So not saying he did business or did, but it is video and pictures of him with old dude. So it's been some compromise. He's been compromised a little bit. Now, this is first year, y'all. So it's a lot to bite off in 1 year, in less than 8 months, to be honest. So, who knows what we see further down the line. But for right now, we're not going to get the Epstein list. Yeah, man, they powerful, bro. They powerful, man.
We all witnessed the girl say, Attorney General, not girl. She said, yeah, the list is sitting on my desk. And then later, we got an echo. And then later she said she claims it wasn't a list.
No
There's
list.
No list. It's something else. I said the document. So, do you believe it's a list or what?
It's definitely a list, but the thing is, when you in certain positions, you can't admit it. You can't. You already done went too far to tread back. So, it's higher than Trump. It's higher than Trump, bro. It's above his. It's above him. It is above him. This is something that was been going on for decades.
I thought you said nothing higher than Trump. Trump is the
what you mean, bro? The president, the president of any company is not the boss. It's always somebody higher than the president.
I hear you, bro.
In any corporation. So I know he not the. He's just the one who coming in unorthodox, shaking stuff up. This is something.
I can't hear nobody but you, right?
You don't hear them? That's crazy.
Nah, just
all right. So check this out.
But we can go ahead and switch off. We can go ahead. Let him go ahead and rock out.
Before I go into the Jay-Z shit, I want to ask Chris a situation, because I don't know EST if y'all heard of the gentleman named Killer Kev from East New York. I think he back locked up or whatever else.
I love KK.
But he told a story about jumping out the window, Cypress projects and things like that. Rasta Chris is the OG, and he was moving around Cypress projects, East New York, back in the 90s and all that. He did 30 years. He one of them real ones. That got connects with Supreme Team and every big hustler back in the day type shit. Hey, Rasta Chris, did you happen to see that story of KK speaking about jumping out the window and stuff?
No, I didn't really get to look at it because I was busy doing some other stuff that I didn't really look at what I heard. But
I seen it.
That's Cypress in Lindenhouse.
Could you share with us a story that about something jumping out the window or something?
Yeah, he did. He did something. He did something he wasn't supposed to the wrong person. And when they went up there to get him and shit, him and his girl was in there, and he was in the next room. And when he kicked the door, and he jumped out the window, 7th floor, for stealing.
7 floors. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's a big decision to
hit
make.
the tree. That what broke his fall.
It was an underbridge under it. If something broke his fall. It wasn't just straight concrete.
Yeah, they said it was a tree that broke his fall. But 7th floor, Chris, because that's where I got
muted.
messed up at because KK said the 3rd floor.
No, then that might not be the same person. But
it might
not be because the one is in Linda houses. I'm trying to say I forget his Wise brother. His brother, older brother, was Wise at that time. So if that's not might not be the same person then. But it's a 7th floor.
Heard KK
3rd floor ain't
speak
nothing.
on Wise. He definitely spoke
3rd
on Wise.
floor, 3rd floor ain't nothing.
50.
3rd, you can jump out 2nd floor. When the 3rd floor, 3rd floor is really nothing. You got to just bounce right. 7th floor is a big difference. That's a lot of area.
If this gentleman didn't jump out the window, what was his fate? You think?
He might have been in the graveyard. That was his fate. You get in the graveyard.
Right. So that gun will motivate you to jump out a window.
That's
a whole fact.
It turned him into a
definitely being in the graveyard. You know, for what
mountain climber.
Hey, seven stories or a bullet?
£1,000, $1,000.
I'll take 7.
Damn.
No, it's 1,000.
Hey,
Chris,
was that a thing back in the day in the project? Jumping out the window, was that like a thing?
No, I mean, if you want, is either that or death. If you at the window, is either that or death. Is either which way you want to go, the bullet, or you take the chance of hitting the ground and getting up.
Oh God.
He took a chance of hitting the ground
I'll take
and
that
getting
chance.
up, so he made it because he can
that
say
chance
he made
is
it.
a bigger chance than surviving that bullet.
Yeah, I'm hopping my ass out the window. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
44 Magnum.
Them hot legs
7
make you
floors.
hop out the window quicker too. So,
Shorty, you're gonna have to stall him. Go.
You can jump out the window. You can get blown out of it. I'd jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. But now you got 2 injuries. Now you got an injury. You don't know if you're down, but the other one you might survive it by hitting that ground right.
What if you start shooting at you from the 7th floor?
Hey, if the KK story and the Chris story is 2 different stories, I'm just amazed that both of them got away. You feel me? But you gotta think about it. They had to run in the building, get in the elevator, come down, and then get out. So yeah.
Hey, but Bush, you negating about when that adrenaline rush.
The elevator might not come up for a minute, so you might have
I was just gonna say it might not even be working.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you might have to take the stairs.
Yeah,
you say ESG?
Oh no, I'm not doing no elevators if somebody's gonna kill me.
Hey, when that adrenaline rushing,
you treat that shit like you treat that shit like a fire. You gotta take the escalators.
I'm talking about the dudes that's chasing. They had to go. They had to get him. He jumped out the window. They had to go around. They had
you know
to
what the motivation was?
Oh,
this was the motivation. They said he said they popped my mans. So he's like, nah, they ain't popping me, bro. You do
yeah. Facts.
They popped.
You know you're dealing with killers. You know you
right. Nah, I'll take that 7. But I seen the building. I don't think it was 7 stories. I think there was like 5 or 6.
Listen, the motivation of a killer hunting you, it will make you do some miraculous shit, bro.
Yeah.
We heard Brian Glaze give the rap. He said one person he was scared of, and he said Rasta T. That's Rasta Chris's big brother, basically. So that's the type of nigga Chris is. Just to let you know, that's my big homie, big OG.
So, but why we don't be acting like it's always there was one dude in the hood that you was a little scared of? Why niggas be acting like that?
Yeah, stop it. You scared of any nigga? Everybody, any nigga that's swinging that's slinging that iron. Everybody, if you smart, you better be scared of. God damn it.
Right. A little timid around. They be trying to act like, nah, bro.
But I ain't gonna lie, EST, Brooklyn niggas, we are retarded. I swear to God, like.
Yeah, but you still gotta be smart. Y'all ain't run out in the highways retarded. Hold on, we gotta watch that word. You know,
run out right?
Yeah, I'm always.
We just throwing that shit around like it's okay.
Yeah, thank you, Chief. Yo, Chief, you gotta check us. Cause you more trained with this shit. We still
more politically correct than we are.
Hey, but you ain't run out in the highway crazy. So you know you got enough sense to know, bro. Stop trying to act like niggas be. Hey, that's why I can't wait to get to this King Pill subject. Cause that
we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. But first let's get to the King Pill thing, right? Nicki Minaj, because the Nicki Minaj is the headline. Hold on.
Let's go.
Let me find a little footage on it because actually, we seen what happened at the interview. We seen how Aunt Hefe marked them out. So you gotta imagine as a gang member that's not from. He's from Pomona. He ain't from South Central. He's not from Compton.
And check this out though. Check this out. Pay attention. See, I like human behavior and psychology. Pay attention to the tone of King Peele's voice when he was saying, "I wasn't talking about your hood though." Like he was like writing a Hallmark card. I'm like, hold on.
He a big
fuck?
softy.
Wow.
But you gotta realize people, all gang members got some type of level of respect for dudes that's from LA and from Compton. I swear to God, ain't
Nah.
But a
They
nigga
be
like
trying
if
to act
you
like they ain't got no picks, bro. And then we see you got picks, and it's like, oh, you ain't crazy.
yeah, you're
Say
right.
something I'ma squeeze
You just
first.
exposed you
All
ain't
that.
crazy.
Like,
You ain't
what?
crazy.
Then you talking soft to him. I wasn't saying your hood. It's like, whoa.
Whoa, backpedaling? Not
Okay,
backpedaling.
and then you know
Whoa.
what happened after, right? EST, but we'll get into that. How he
Right.
got it, how he, with the hold up. He got into it with Adam 22 after that. You know that, right? He was bothered. He was bothered by the situation. He got marked
Yeah,
out.
see,
He was
Adam
bothered.
don't know. Unlike T-Rail and AD, he ain't got that loyalty he once was. Look up 607 sent them to cease and desist in the lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
That's
like
a fact. That's a fact.
everybody around him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Yeah.
So my
Now,
whole
hey,
thing
folks.
is,
Let's hope. Let's they're saying 4Xs might not return, but let's hope he return because he was keeping the ball rolling.
Get into that.
Yeah.
But I do like Aunt Hefe and Munchie. I can't say I do like that addition.
But I'm telling you right now, that boy, what's his name, Kevin Gates. You know he Muslim, strict, Black Power type of dude. He was, and somebody else told me he was all in your boy ear, like don't go back there. And how you think Forrester got that money so quick? It was Kevin Gates. He threw that down. But that's another story. But let's watch this footage. This is what started the King Pill, the whole dumb shit situation. He's a damn.
As long as King Pill, I feel like he's like primarily interested in talking if we're going to be talking about him. So let's talk about this. You took the disses out of the Slide remix.
I knew this nigga was gonna bring this shit up.
Hey, and Hefe, I don't even want
right there. He didn't want him to bring. Yeah,
That
that's
fake
that
ass.
scary ass. He didn't want him to bring this subject up. He didn't want
Nobody
this to
laughs
come
like
up.
that naturally, bro. Stop it.
No, that's an embarrassed laugh.
EST. Adam is a ruthless ass white boy though. I'm kind of fucking with him now, but I ain't gonna lie because he's dealing with all these. He crazy as fuck. But let's go.
I want to tell you one of the disses that I was in the original Slide first.
We ain't doing that one.
Yeah,
man, you knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it.
But you took him out.
Yeah,
but there's multiple disses. It wasn't just that one.
I know. And his version of that word means something else.
Yeah, a lot of my shit that I was talking about was in my local community. You feel me? But
watch Aunt Hefe's energy now. He already on defense. Y'all see it?
yeah, shit, I took it out to reach a wider audience. You feel me? Just so motherfuckers to play it and be feel like they don't need to skip it. You feel me?
So did this all stem from the conversation that I saw you like Hit It J3 basically was saying that he didn't think it was a great idea for Bompton G Uno to be on a song that had disses in it that might affect his street situations.
True. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. You feel me? I believe that was true. You feel me? Yeah, some shit like that. We was politicking about it. You feel me? It made sense. You know what I'm saying?
But you probably when you record.
I really don't want to hear.
Is the dad involved at all?
Yeah.
I want to get to the.
What's he? Does he have any particular involvement? Because I was always wondering if somebody was gonna just like start hitting me up, freaking out because of like when I filmed the video where I was rubbing on your tummy.
Like the other baby.
See, I lost the damn.
For sure.
Yo, hold up, man. I want to get to the when it happened. Hold on 1 second, man, because that's crazy. It's too much content playing that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. You know, my point is, you're gonna see when he got marked out, and now why he acting so weird. And he's gonna jump on the same train as 4Xtra. Because I guarantee you, 4Xtra ain't going back to no jumper. I could guarantee that.
I don't think so.
That's a fact because I already could tell you that. I mean, his stay wasn't even that long. You understand? For it to have ended up like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is life changing, bro. This is life changing.
Even though he's might regret it, his decision, because I'm sorry to tell you that no jumper platform is a good way to get your shit. You feel me? Get your shit going.
No. I agree. Well, when you're in that predicament, it's more about are you a strategist that could turn poison into pleasure, into potion. Either you could turn the poison into potion, or you're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Be so shook to death, you're just gonna box yourself in like a scared, you know, PTSD fox. You feel me? Like, I don't know what to tell you about. There's only two ways you could go with this one. You know,
and then
either traumatized or
607
motivated.
607 Unk said he gonna sue. He said he put out a cease and desist. He's gonna fuck around and sue that boy. You feel me? Like Adam is in some trouble. 607.
That's what I think is gonna happen. This is, I think, the catalyst that's
Yo,
gonna
what's up
sink
with
the ship.
100, man? I hear he's supposed to be a rat. I see all this stuff going on. What's going on with him?
Man, he a rat, man. He's a rat.
Okay.
He's a rat.
Police too. Yeah, police too, huh?
I think he a rat. I really do. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's too much. Too much coincidence is going on. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but I see him with a badge. I seen it with a badge.
Oh no, that right there.
But that wasn't a real badge. He can't be. That can't be a real badge because he's a felon. You feel me? So that wasn't a real badge. But at the same time, what kind of gangster roll around faking plans? He said he got that badge from like a friend that's a police, and he said it's like a friend badge.
Listen, FBI, listen. You could be a felon, and the FBI using you're a rat for the FBI. They'll make you whatever they want to make you.
But they don't give you a badge.
They can make him a police if they want. Who gonna
we
stop
talking to a person that got experience with the feds. He did Fed time 30 years.
Oh, okay.
They can make you because all they're doing is that's a part of his cover.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he flashed that when they come up on him, he can show that to the police. Yeah, I think it's fake, but when he showed it to other people that know what's going on, it ain't fake.
Okay. Well, at least we got some insights, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
The federal government plays very dangerous games.
That's true.
But they play real games.
We the pawns.
They can make you a police, and you ain't got to go to the school or nothing. You could identify yourself like that, but you might not be able to carry a gun. But that don't mean you can't wear the outfit and have a badge. You know what I'm saying? That's your cover. That's your cover. If the police take you and you just show them that and they know what to do, and they see that, they're going to call such and such. Yeah,
that's that department shit.
Those are all codes, man. Yeah, they got to read between the lines.
So you saying
first of all,
that
real
badge...
gangsters don't play. Real gangsters don't play with no police badges. Not for fun.
Not for fun. That's the last thing you want.
You play like police and want to act like you think you're joking. You not. Real niggas don't joke about no police shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So he police, big man. That bad thing there for what he's doing, and you supposed to be murdered in the streets and all that. You got a badge. We don't play like that. You will never see me walk around no police badge.
It's no undue fun for that crazy.
You ain't even gonna see me playing no police games. Especially like that. You know what I mean? Not like that. No, we don't do that. That's the end.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer now. 100%. I like it. Chris pushed me over the edge. I was 90% there. And
he got experience with them people.
That's why.
Big man.
I give it to the
man.
I
used to be in jail when dudes used to work for SIS and everything. They ride around us and everything. And when we get locked up, they take them in another room. We getting bread and cheese, and them niggas getting chicken and everything.
We get bread and cheese, and they get chicken. Hold up. Let's watch a little bit. Of this. Go ahead.
Whenever they want you, when the federal government wants you, they'll make you a bum. They can make you whatever they want to make you, and nobody can stop them. All they saying is that's part of your cover.
ESP, he's speaking on Whack 100 getting caught with the badge. He made some good points on that. He said feds can make you whatever the fuck they want to make you. He did 30 years Fed time.
But if the feds gonna do that, they're not gonna allow the
real gangster ask them, do we play with police badge? Do we play police? We don't play. We play.
But that's the thing, though. We
play police.
You gotta form Chris that Whack is past the
Chris,
real
you hear him?
nigga.
How we gonna play that? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But he's not a real street. But he's not a real street nigga.
No real gangster play police. That's the enemy.
Nah.
So you ain't gonna find no real gangster playing. I'm gonna play this part today. I'm gonna act like the police unless you're on TV, unless you get paid.
Yeah,
unless you're on TV. They play the gangster. They play anything, but they don't want to play police.
My grandma called me, bro.
Everything all right?
We don't cross.
But nah, yeah, straight. You know how they is, bro. It's like an hour minimum with them, bro.
And they talk about, yo, you get what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. You're right, Chris. I mean, they on him heavy.
I feel what he's saying.
Listen,
but if he's an informant.
First of all, that badge and the shit he's saying, they got to all of them around is suspect, charges that he got caught with gun, he a felony, he ain't do 5 years or nothing. Read between the lines. If you get caught with a gun, you a felony.
He got caught with mad guns.
He beat the case. He beat the case.
He didn't go to trial for that. What you mean, beat the case? He ain't go to
trial. You talking about
trial.
the Oklahoma shit? Who we talking about?
Whack.
The case is gone, bro. He beat the case.
Nobody know what happened.
But he didn't beat the case. The case is gone, but he didn't beat the case. He didn't go to court.
Okay, well, listen. The federal prosecution. The federal prosecution said she never talked to him nor worked with him. That gotta mean something, bro.
No, the feds do what they want. The feds do what they want. They tell.
Okay, so but why is he so mega that they gonna have him as an exception?
You know why? Because he's very influential, and he's very influential in the game, and he's able to get close to criminals and get them to tell on themselves, like we seen Bruce Cannon, 600, and et cetera, So I can't. There is a reason for him to. Sam, somebody's in the ghetto. I got a mute fucking Chichi. He rolling through South Bronx.
But that's FDNY. That's FDNY.
But
hey man, I get what y'all saying, man, but I can't jack it. He a cop, bro. I can't jack it.
Sammy the Bull was a killer.
Yes.
Okay. Sammy was a gangster. Look what Sammy did to the mob. So you tell me anybody else won't do that? I mean, I'm just saying that dudes like him won't do that.
See, I don't. But this is what I don't like. I don't like how they. Hey, Bush, tell him this. I don't like how they.
Sammy playing like, oh, I was acting like a police when I went to go kill somebody.
Yeah, you're right. Hold up, Chris. What you say, ESC?
I don't like how they try to give Sammy that shit, right? But they don't never say nothing about Tony talking on the phone about hits and shit, illegal shit he wasn't supposed to be talking on the phone about. They implicated.
Who? It don't matter. He's a gangster. He got
caught.
He not,
it don't matter.
He not working. Yeah, it don't. If he not working with the police, he made a mistake, and he.
No, that's not a mistake. You get killed for those type of mistakes.
I understand that, but ratting is
a
whole nother situation than that.
Tony a rat too. John Gotti a rat too.
That don't make no sense. That's hella disrespect.
John Gotti was going to let it go down and was going to basically fight against Sammy in court, saying, I'm not a mob boss, but this guy killed somebody. That's what was going to happen.
No, he was not. You can't say what he was going to do.
No, he didn't do it.
No, he told Sammy flat out, the boss can't go to fucking prison.
Yeah.
Did he do it, though?
Can't go to prison.
Y'all changed the history.
He didn't do it because Sammy flipped. Sammy flipped.
Immediately
after that.
So you guys are alleging that Gotti was about to rat.
No, that's how.
No, what I'm alleging is
on file.
The feds had Gotti talking on the phone about Sammy the Bull. That was rat shit.
They had it on tapes.
What you say about it?
It was the place was
bugged. You can get the tape. You can tell them you want transcript of the tapes. They'll give you transcript of the word.
Yeah, the place was bugged. He spoke too much. But the place is bugged. It ain't like he knew the place was bugged.
Okay, but like this, Bush. Why ain't you talking about your crimes? Why you talking about my crimes?
Yeah, but
it don't matter. He the boss. He ain't supposed to talk.
I can tell you what the tapes. I can tell you what the tape said. I heard them. So it was Sammy talking to another. He was talking to one of
not to the police.
He was talking to one of the capos, one of the big capos of his family.
Yeah, he talking to.
Come on, man, they tripping. They tripping.
And he said, and listen, and he said, he's like, Sammy killed this one, Sammy killed that one, Sammy. He's got all this business.
Why y'all
you can't be doing that. You can't be talking about murders,
y'all crazy, bro. Y'all trying to put Gotti with Sammy. That's crazy.
Yes.
But what he said was, I gotta knock Sammy off. He said on the tape that I gotta clip Sammy.
Okay, well that's gangster business. That's nothing with police.
Right now. Yeah, let me tell you something.
Go ahead, Chris.
All four of us on the phone right now. 3 of us on the phone right now, right? We on the phone right now and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I tell you, yo, man, me and you, we homies right now and everything. I say, yo, man, we did some work and we did that. We talking among ourselves. That don't make us no rat. We talking among ourselves.
Okay, you said click. That's a different story. That's a different scenario.
Click. As soon as you say anything illegal about anybody else, click.
Among ourselves.
Yeah. Okay, but let him finish his point. That don't got nothing to do with.
If we don't talk about
what we talk
if we got to knock somebody off together, how we gonna get things done if we don't say something else?
If you know it's a federal indictment on y'all and you are sitting around,
but we didn't know that.
That's not what we talking about though. John Gotti did. Y'all saying John Gotti talked and that he was recorded. We're not talking about the homie heard that you know it's a crime and you still.
No,
on the
I
phone.
get y'all narrative. I'm saying my narrative.
Come on, man.
I get what you're saying about old boy.
Why you waste your time entertaining
how would you get if you working with Gotti? How you gonna get out of that? They bugged everything.
You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be having open conversations like that about crimes.
Well, we know that now. No. You're a millennial kid. We know that now. But back then,
they were in a
the
special
bugging spots that was a rep.
Okay, so
that was revolutionary what they did when they bugged the spot.
But B-Rad,
now
check
they
this.
do it normally now.
100%.
B-Rad, true or not? Did they not know the feds were on them?
Of course.
Yeah, but
so even more reason why you shouldn't be talking.
Don't you know what FBI stands for?
Okay.
B-Rad, guess what? There's examples for everything. Nobody knew about this new bugging coming in your house and stuff and bugging the shit. And John Gotti fell for that. And guess what?
Plus,
he's the example, the fucking sacrifice for that. Now people know about all that shit. But back then, nobody knew about that shit.
Well, not only that, the place where they were meeting, it wasn't. So he had a club, right? He had the club and his social club right there. And then on the fifth floor,
I know there was. Yeah, I
was
understand.
a lady's apartment.
We know
who used to be a capitalist husband, the whole nine. So it was a secret spot. So they would have it swept for bugs and shit. Plus nobody knew, and the feds just caught on because they were being too nice to the woman who lived in that apartment. I mean, two bosses being really nice to some random.
Let me ask you this, B-Rad. Were they on to those murders? Were they on to the hitman murders before John Gotti spoke about them?
Yeah, but they could never have proven them unless they had the bodies, and even then.
So but that was the proof, right? Was that not the proof?
No. If neither of them talked, they would have taken life sentences, but the mafia would still exist today.
Do you really think Gotti don't know he fucked up when he was recorded, even though he didn't know he was recorded? You really think he didn't sit in jail and say, "Oh, I fucked up, and this is the consequences"?
Yeah, I'm saying he got to take that jacket.
He did. What you mean?
No, I'm saying no.
He tried not to.
No, what I'm saying for the general public, they say Sammy's the rat and John is the hero. But we the truth is in the details. That's not necessarily true.
Oh, I hear you. I hear your point.
That's all I'm saying.
John is. Niggas in the hood don't say he the hero. We say he a stand up guy though. We definitely say that. We didn't say he the hero. And everybody know he the one reason why.
And how about this, Bush? Once
without the hit Sammy the Bull, without that dirty rat Sammy the Bull. Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. But once the hit and the murder is done, why the fuck are you talking about it? It's done.
No, it was the whole conversation was wild. Like they were talking about how Sammy Gravano had so many businesses spread across almost all of Brooklyn. It was legal businesses. It was him. It was him and this guy DB, his partner DB. And then he wound up saying some shit to John Gotti about DB being subversive and whacked him out. And all of a sudden now he owns all the businesses.
Hold on. You just threw a word. Listen. I hate when I don't know words. Subversive.
Talking shit.
Okay. I'm about to store that.
So Sammy says that his business partner DB, another made guy in Gotti's crew, he says DB's
saying that's cool. That's some fake.
He's like DB's shit. He's talking shit. So then
he's talking
Sammy
about me. The boss is talking about me. So I gotta.
Bush, because if me and you do some business and we get away with it, I'm not talking about what Bush did to nobody.
Matter. You hear me, if we do business.
But he's basically saying Sammy owns all of Brooklyn now because he whacked out DB, he whacked out this guy, he whacked out this other partner, he kept whacking out his business partners, and he's like, soon this guy's gonna own all of fucking New York City. He's like, what's he gonna do? Whack me out? He's like, so now I gotta fucking take him. I gotta clip this guy. So John was like, I gotta clip Sammy.
Okay, but what Sammy was supposed to do was handle that in the streets.
But the feds came to Sammy when they were both sitting in the Bing.
You know the story, B-Rad. You don't gotta tell us the whole story. We already know the whole story.
Hey, but I'm on roster, Chris. I'm not. Sammy's a rat. We all know that. It is what it is. You should have been doing a life without.
And I say don't put Gotti with Sammy. Sorry, he made a mistake. He fucked up. But don't put him with Sammy. Nah.
If you want to be honest, Sammy was the muscle. What was John doing?
They could never be the same.
Oh my God!
I get it. You the boss.
Muscle ain't shit. You could get muscle a dime a dozen.
Not that type. Not Sammy muscle. Not Sammy type of muscle. Sammy was different. He didn't have another Sammy.
Y'all are crazy. I've never seen this type of defense for a dirty ass rat in my life. But let's get into the next. Let's get into the next topic. Hey Jim. Hey Chris.
When you start fighting and standing up for rats and everything, that's what you want to be, or that's what you are.
Nah. My boys ain't that. Nah, they ain't that. But they making a good show.
I'm a man.
Saying, this is straight.
If you stand up for Sammy the Bull, Come on,
he's
man.
not standing up for Sammy the Bull.
Nah, I ain't standing up for Sammy.
For the scenarios, for the scenarios and shit, not
for the content,
person.
for the content, for the sake of content.
Scenario, he flipped on his man. He's a rat, man.
But what you think about Hov? What you think about Jay-Z? Because his son came out, his fake son came out. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's his son or not, but Jay-Z got to go to court for that. And now let's watch this. Nicki Minaj got a lot to say about Jay-Z.
Hold on, before you run that.
Okay.
Who went viral saying that Tidal don't pay before she said that?
Jaguar, right?
Oh,
Who you talking
Jaguar? Was it Jaguar?
A woman.
I think it might have been Jaguar, and there was another girl too.
Yeah, Tidal don't pay.
Women scoring gonna say
said that?
Chris is saying the woman scoring. Let's watch this.
The 200 million so far. She says, she tweeted, Jay-Z called me to settle the karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5 though. Let's get it. N-word. And anyone still calling him whole will answer to God for the blasphemy. And she is referring to, I believe, because then she says more tweets. When Tidal, originally when Jay-Z did the deal with Tidal, it was a partnership. You know, he gave artists some ownership, including J. Cole, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna. And then when he sold the company back in 2021, Nicki Minaj had always said that she felt like she wasn't paid out what she should have been paid out. She was only offered $1 million at the time.
All right. You good? You don't hear the video, huh? You don't hear the video.
I don't hear nothing. All I hear is you and the other guy talking. That's it.
Okay, I'm playing the video. You know, Nicki Minaj is claiming Jay-Z owe him.
If he leave out and join back in, he can probably hear it.
Yeah, I could hear it.
They're just women scoring to me. That's all it is.
No,
he fucked up.
That's all it is, man. That's all it is. You know.
Nah, if I take a pay cut for something to pop, and then when you sell for a bigger amount, and I don't get what I was supposed to get.
This new generation, this new technology, and the way women can say anything now and be convincing, they're gonna say anything.
Nah, she's a big artist. She was signed to Jay-Z's Tidal, and something happened with Tidal, all that shit. You can't just count it out like she lying. She rich as fuck. She wasn't ever in no relationship with Jay-Z. You feel me? So why would she be lying?
Yeah, you don't know, big man. We don't know. Trust me, a lot of things.
Yeah, but the evidence don't add up to that. That's all. We don't know, but I'm talking about the evidence. Don't add
Rihanna.
Up to.
What about Rihanna?
Rihanna still fuck with Hov. I mean, Jay-Z. I'm a face blasphemy.
Listen, for all the stuff she said that he was supposed to do, they say he was supposed to do. Threaten her, had sex with her.
Oh, I hear your point. I hear your point. Look at Rihanna. Rihanna's a billionaire.
And look at that, and she's with him.
Good point.
Now,
they do that anyway with anybody else, though.
If she's still with him, after they say he did all this, why would she still be with him? She like that type of stuff.
They gonna do that anyway.
I don't know why would Nikki come out lying about this.
She's not lying.
There's a lot you don't know.
I don't think she's lying.
She's not the only artist who said this before, though. Years and years ago.
I'm saying it's a lot. No, but they could have had a relationship. They could have had a quickie.
Chris, you can't. Jay-Z can't be getting away with shit just because he's Jay-Z, and that's what I feel like is going on a lot of times.
What is he getting away with?
Okay, let me explain this. Explain this.
Allegedly, go ahead.
Explain this to him, Bush, because he can't hear me. Let's
say
you
money or whatever he's supposed to owe her. We don't know the agreement that was said in the beginning.
She had a product, and he said he come to her and say, if you take this.
But Chris, you're not hearing EST. He said she had a product, and this is a fact. She had a product. Jay-Z approached her for her product, which is her music. Join this platform, and you're gonna get broken off. She's saying she never got broken off. That's what she's saying. She said she never got broken off. Go ahead.
And we know we got dudes out there that listen. We would call it what we call it. She jumped into the tank. We didn't know what was going on, and he took advantage of her. That's it.
Yeah, but if somebody take advantage of you, and you got the power to come
say
back
something.
And say something.
Somebody take advantage of me. Okay, somebody take advantage of me. And
I'm talking about legally, not in the streets or none of that shit. I'm talking about legally.
That's what I'm saying. Legally, my legally is I'm going there. Yo, you owe me my money. I want my money. Now, what happened after might be illegal. The approach is going to be legal. Yo, you owe me my money.
Security.
Give my money. That's now,
depends
on how he reacts. He give me my money, or then after it becomes illegal to some people. It's still legal to me.
But you know what I think it is? I think
illegal.
I think Nicki Minaj is.
I might shoot him or whatever. I did my thing legal, but to the system, it might be illegal the way I did it.
But tell him if he do that, he not gonna get his money after that.
She was younger. How many young girls you taught?
Nicki Minaj's whole goal is to get the money. If she do some, bring a goon, bust him upside the head, you ain't getting no money.
Yeah, true. She ain't had no brothers or whatever. How many girls, dudes did that? They caught her when they was young and naive, and they just wanted the big chain. Oh, here's a chain. Here's a nice outfit. Here's some shoes, and they done gave up the vagina. They realized that
this ain't about no vagina.
Hey, that's kind of a fair trade.
OMG.
The Kelly Blue Book on.
Hey,
whoa. That's not a fair trade. I'm staying out of that. Guys, please. No, let's not say that. Let's not end up.
Hey, I failed last week.
Oh, crap. Fair trades. No, never.
But wait, Chris,
how much is a rock chain?
He can't see the video.
How much is a rock chain?
You know what I'm saying? It's like 3,500.
Hey, Nikki said he destroyed football, basketball. He destroyed this, that. He didn't stand up for Obama.
That's facts.
He didn't stand up for Kamala. He didn't do this, that. They saying he didn't do a lot of things that we would expect a black billionaire.
Let's get specific. Let's get specific.
Go ahead.
Before I became a billionaire, what y'all expected? Now I became a billionaire. I expect I got to do. I don't have to do nothing I don't want to do.
No, facts.
He got to do.
Yeah, that's the part right there.
You want me to spend? I don't
That's
want
what being a billionaire buys you, not having to do shit.
He doesn't owe anybody anyway.
Hold on, what are we saying? What argument are we making?
Now he decided to do what he want his way. Everybody mad.
So why when she decide to sue and say this, it's a problem?
Somebody pay me. He took advantage of them.
No, it's just the allegations.
It's not taking advantage of.
No, it's just the allegations.
You see what just happened to P. Diddy in court? Let's see what happened in court. She said Cassie did all that. He beat her. Yes, he know he's a womanizer. He's a punk for doing that. But look at all that shit that came out that now she wanted this and she wanted that. She made it look like he took all this advantage. I can't tell if you call it escorts and them over on your own and I like him. I don't know. I'm taking advantage. You get what I'm saying?
Can't be a victim.
On, man.
You're not a victim at that
but
point.
that's still ignorance to the law because regardless of all that, you still can't be transporting escorts.
But when you don't want to be a victim, things ain't going your way. You're a victim. But when things going your way, you ain't a victim. Come on, man.
So
that's not the way of the world. That's not how the world works, though.
Listen, women can do a lot, and men get destroyed, and they can only do it by some tears, or some false allegations, or some real stuff, and they put themselves in a position. No, that's what they want, and then
he make a great point, y'all. He make a great point. We got to start playing chess out here. We got to start playing chess because we know it ain't a fair game anyway.
We seen the video. That should have been my sister. Hey, we ain't even gonna be talking because I see it.
With Cassidy? Cassie?
But
that's crazy.
She went back to look at the.
Listen, the only thing he did wrong with Cassie was he slapped her.
I love him. Everything
only bad thing he did.
What about the lamp?
And you gotta understand. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, it was all taken out of context.
What's wrong with this?
It was taken out of context. Let me explain it. Let me explain it for Puffy. I'm gonna explain it for Puff because I have a fun girl, right? Right?
When you do it right, she love it. When you do it wrong, she don't love it. You can't have it both ways. You get out the situation, then you know.
I'm gonna give you.
He's gonna give you one. You start making yourself like you liking it and everything. Okay, he gonna keep doing more and keep doing more and keep pushing. See how far you gonna go. You willing to go far? You gonna keep going.
Hey, I advise y'all don't listen to that in America.
She getting all the high jewelry and all the nice things.
He's from the era where you could still put a little one on them, you know, if it was from the back side.
But why y'all?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can't do that now.
Right to the moon.
I just tapped her. I didn't hit her. It was with the backhand.
I ain't follow through.
A lot of men don't get run through.
I only shook her.
Men do the running.
He's from that era.
Women do the receiving. We ain't never gonna feel that what they feel.
Hey, I want to hear a little bit more because I want to really break this down. What she's talking about. All right, hold on, because this shit, she got a lot of. I'm like, you've been holding all this in, like,
and
now all of a sudden they come out.
And you know
because it's career suicide. Because it's career. Why he acting like everybody can come out and say something about Jay-Z? Why does he acting like?
You know what? You know what? I think she.
You can't just come out and say shit about Jay-Z, bro.
She's mad because.
I'll
tell you why. I'll tell you why. What just happened recently? The Clips needed money. The Clips needed money to get out of their deal, right? Check this out. This is what you guys aren't seeing, right? You gotta look at it like an employee at a fucking company, right?
I ain't for nobody.
Nicki Minaj is sitting back here waiting for some money. We don't know this, but let's assume she's waiting for some money for her new project, right? We cannot assume this, but let's assume it. And then the Clips called Jay-Z up. And the story is, which we don't notice, that we were making Jay-Z hot when we said the story. We were really putting him in trouble. The Clips say, and I quote, we couldn't get out of they wouldn't let me put the album out. Right? They wouldn't let me put the album out. So we called Jay-Z. Jay-Z, we told them how much money they wanted. They wanted an astronomical amount. We didn't have it as rappers. We called Jay-Z. Jay-Z paid for that, and it happened in under 24 hours. Right?
Okay.
Now Nicki
That's
Minaj is like,
one perspective.
What the fuck?
That's one perspective. Check this out though. But what another perspective could be, I took a 3% and took a pay cut to have my music here. You sell the company at 300 million and I only get $1 million. That's not 3%.
That's another perspective. Another perspective is, you feel me, Wayne. I didn't even get to do the Super Bowl, Nikki, because you see what Jay-Z did to me.
That's
hey,
blasphemy.
Guess what?
That's crazy.
And you see my album name fuck with me. You see what Jay-Z did now.
The album's hard.
If I was able to do the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? My shit would be bigger, Nikki. Nikki, you see what's going on? What he doing? He fucked up. He fucked up everything.
He just dropped a diss track for Jay-Z, Wayne, over the Takeover beat. Dissing Jay-Z.
Hey, the album is hard. Flex Up for one. I'm gonna say one song. Flex Up. It's people now who talking shit about the album can't make a song like that.
Shit. Yo, they talking shit about the album. The album is fire.
Let's hear
the album is hard.
How she like.
And she went on with a bunch of other tweets as well too. She talked about, once she gets the money from Jay-Z that he allegedly owes her, she's going to, start a college fund for her fans. She is talking about
you don't got the money to do that right now. Let's go.
Being shadow banned and hated on online again. She says if you get a message to post hate or lies today on any platform, I advise you to say no. They won't cover your legal fees. Just today alone, we've added 5 blogs and 5 content creators. I hope you got a lot of money saved up. I hope it's worth losing everything, including your account, because Nicki Minaj has been on X saying that the blogs and online creators don't cover her and Jay-Z's back and forth the same way as they do everything else.
Well, it's not a back and forth.
That's true. That's true. I was about to, it's just been for.
What's that thing?
What is that?
What is that?
Y'all hear that? Is that me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Chris told me turn the air conditioner.
Chris, it might be Chris.
No, the air conditioner.
You talking? I hear
I turned mine on. No, I turned mine on.
You still hear it? But anyway, hold up, because she went crazy though, a little more, just a little bit more.
And I also find that interesting because, I see Nikki will amplify stories, and I'll be looking like, I'm like, this is a bogus ass source. It's just a random YouTube account, some fake story somebody might. She was doing that yesterday.
Oh, she was doing a lot yesterday.
A fake story?
Well, she was
saying something about the lawsuit with Megan.
Oh no, not that. That's not the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about? It was a lot that she posted yesterday.
But Nikki, I do believe she fucked with Tory because I know they did. They did a song together, and I looked it up. So I think she fucked. It's a lot of elements to this. She fucked with Wayne. She fucked with Tory. Because she been letting this allegedly $200 million bill pass for a long time. She ain't say nothing. Why you say something now?
And a lot of the blogs haven't been picking it up because I haven't been seeing it in a lot of places.
And that's how she feels. She feels like blogs and online platforms don't touch what she's saying, and they don't cover all of her words fully because it's Jay-Z and Roc Nation.
Well, I'll tell you this, I have no idea about their business, but if someone owed me $200 million, then I would be in court, not on X. And I guarantee you, if she ever took that to court, that would be a huge story.
Yeah,
I agree.
Lauren would get the first details as soon as it hit the court.
I would be at court for that. But yeah, she also said that Jay-Z, she alleges he ruined hip hop football, basketball, touring, Instagram, Twitter. She said the jig is up. All of this alleged and for entertainment purposes only. She wanted to make that clear. She's also saying that Jay-Z doesn't stand by black people, or alleging that Jay-Z doesn't stand by black people the way that he should.
Okay, what y'all think about that statement? Jay-Z don't stand by.
I feel she's having the same opinions.
What?
She's having the same opinion everybody's been having.
Last time, get ready to go.
All right, Chris. I want to get you on the earlier show. We're going to go. We got some storytelling to do, but stay up, bro. Big bro.
Y'all take it easy and enjoy it, all right?
Thank you for joining.
All right. Salute.
Peace.
Hey, like, what you think about that? Did Jay-Z stand up for black people?
This ain't nothing that people ain't been saying for like separate, isolated situations. Like, for example, when he got hired with the NFL, he came out and said, "Are we done kneeling?" Everybody was like, "Nigga, what?" Like, bro, we get it, you Jay-Z and everything, but some of this shit getting old.
Yeah, I can hear B-Rad doing that. B-Rad cleaning his thing.
Jesus Christ. You should learn how to mute yourself, bro. You fucking up. Goofy ass.
Yeah, man, but that's one of the things he did. They kind of turned people sour about him. Like,
is that me? That's
not we okay. You okay?
All right, T. What you think about that question? Does Jay-Z do you feel like? I'm sorry, EST, you froze on us for a minute. You froze.
Word?
Yeah, you froze on us. And all we heard was you come back and say, "Are we done kneeling?"
Yeah, he came back and said, "We done yet?" And everybody like, "Yo, this a whole movement. We supposed to just count." What they do is they put entertainers in the front of us, and we just supposed to, "Oh, that's such and such." Everybody chill. And it's like, bro, this been a movement that's been going on. You come and talking about, "Are we done kneeling?" Because you got a job. You know what I'm saying?
So she said, "Are we done kneeling?"
No, Jay-Z got, when the NFL hired him amongst the Colin Kaepernick situation to kill it with the black people, his first statement is, "Are we done kneeling yet?" It's like, what?
Oh, that was Jay-Z.
Real provocative statement.
Yeah, real bold. Like, we were supposed to just, "Oh, that's Jay-Z. Everybody chill." No. What do you mean? And I like what Boosie said. Like,
what you think he was trying to say, though? I'm sorry, before you speak the Boosie thing. What do you think Jay-Z was? Because I'm lost still. He said, "Are we done kneeling?" What was he trying to say?
I think what put it in a nutshell, it was like when Dave Chappelle had the wrap it up box. That's what Jay-Z was saying. Like, wrap it up. Are we still talking about?
Who is he to say that?
Okay, but I'm sorry, I'm still lost. Why? He was telling us, "Are we done kneeling?" Why was he saying that? What did we do?
Because he wanted them to stop. He wanted us to stop kneeling and stop playing the online social media politics with kneeling. Because it was with what was that? Somebody that got killed, right? No, the person. Why they was kneeling? Why was they kneeling? Because the person had kneeled on old dude, right?
That was old boy, yeah.
Right. So people were starting a movement behind that.
George Floyd. I'm sorry.
George Floyd. It was reaching football, and it started to make a point, and it started to make a dip in their profit. So that's why they went and got Jay-Z and said, "Huh, y'all." He like, "Are we done kneeling?" Niggas was like, "What? You ain't been here fighting. You only pop up when it's convenient for you, and they hired you. So now you talking about, are we done kneeling, bro? You know what? Get out of our face, bro.
That's deep.
Get out of our face."
Yeah, Jay-Z came out with the wrap it up.
He didn't make no official statement. Now, granted, because our first episode, ESP,
exactly.
You know, we was talking about when we was dealing with my sisters and all. We had a good episode. Right. I forgot about Black Lives Matter movement. We exposed them, so we can't really blame Jay-Z because I can't say Hov no more. Sorry, but Brooklyn, that's what we call them. I'm sorry, but no more of that. But guess what? That episode was about how they scammed the people. You feel me?
Yeah.
And y'all saying we ain't see Jay-Z stand up in front of this shit. Who is he supposed
you ain't
to get
say
with
nothing.
them? Get with? Yeah, you're right. He got a bigger platform. He can say stuff by
You can say something. Don't wait till they hire you and then talk to us. It's like, tell them that. So don't tell us, "Are we done kneeling?" Ask them, "Are they done kneeling on black?" Don't ask us, "Are we done?" That was disrespectful, bro. And he just tried to do this whole Hova, I'm bigger than the whole movement thing. Like we just supposed to kowtow to whatever he's saying, what he want to do. And she right. He moved like that behind the scenes. Gilly been told the stories. He tried to sign major figures and give him a bad deal. Yeah. He skip on them and go sign state property. He been moving like this for eons, bro. Drake learned from him. Look what he did at Oskino and Sparks. Give me that funk, that sweet, that and that. That was Sparks.
That was Sparks. Me and my brother, we was just talking about major figures. They the originals of that Philly movement. They the
Come
originals,
on, man.
I swear to God.
Come on.
You got to give it to Wallow, who was a lot of y'all don't know. He was the one that started. If it wasn't for Wallow, there would be no major figures. So that's why a lot of OGs know the importance of Wallow. You feel me? And that's why it moved them up to where he at. But major figures was big back in, like, Brooklyn Guys is on it. I don't know if the rest of the boroughs is on it, but Brooklyn Guys is on that major figures freestyle.
Yeah, that's us.
Now I'm talking about the freestyles. It's some mad freestyles.
Oh yeah, they
flooded the streets.
Cosmic Kev and all that. Them Cosmic Kev freestyles.
Gilly a gangster, Gilly a G. He deserved every bit of what he getting. You feel me? And we just noticed that. And it's funny you bring that up about Jay-Z because Major Figures was the originator. But then I was talking to Minnow, and Minnow went, "Oh nah, state property." And then we looked it up. We went, "Oh shit, no, I was right, motherfucker, Major Figures." And they did it without Jay-Z, so it was harder for them. But let's hear more about this Nikki shit because I don't know. You said she making good points. I really want to analyze this though a little more though. It's crazy.
Because he politically doesn't get out there the way that he should because of different business partners that he's standing next to.
That's just not true. And I guess maybe that's why you don't pay certain things any attention because when certain things you just know are like, all right, come on now.
I see what she did there though.
But
the jig is up.
The jig is up.
The jig is up.
That was ill. That's some lyricist shit. The jig is up.
I think she one of the few who didn't nobody write her rhymes.
I think, I swear to God, that's what I was gonna get to. Like that was some lyricist shit. The jig
Besides that Jamaican junk she had, because I know that was Safari.
She said he's still in the top 5 though. Her top 5.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't never. I don't think you can ever. She's Nikki is like a rapper right. For real. She can't ever deny that. But there's a series of tweets. She also is asking, when did Jay-Z ever campaign for Kamala? She says he benefited so much from the party.
You can't attack a rapper or a person for not campaigning for somebody. I'm sorry.
Not for some political.
What? B-Rad, did you hear him say that?
You can't, homie, because everybody got a right to campaign for who the hell they want to.
That's what we've been saying about Elon.
Okay, but what I'm saying with Nikki is that, I get it, who she stand for, I guess, the black woman, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
That's wrong. That's not American. Everybody got a right to vote for it. You better do your damn thing if you run it. If you want my vote, do your damn thing. You can't shame me on who I vote for. I don't give a fuck. Like that to me, I don't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and why does that make you feel good trying to convert somebody? Like, we need to dive into that too. That's right. Like, why do you have to convert somebody? You know what I'm
American, this democratic. Let's be really democratic about it. I don't care how we gonna conspiracize. It's not Democrat, it's not this, whatever the fuck. But it starts with the human, it starts with the individual.
B-Rad, a Giants fan. That's my guy. A Giants fan.
A Giants fan?
Come on, man.
I'm a Giants fan.
Nah, I'm a Giants fan too. I'm lying.
We New York, NYD.
Yeah, I represent all New York except for the Mets.
Yeah.
Damn, Mets don't get no love for real, huh?
I'm a Yankee.
You know what's crazy? So the guy that closed out for the Mets last night that gave up that home run, the pitcher, he actually played for a small team that plays literally the next exit up from my house. I go to their games all the time. The Rockland Boulders, pretty sick league that they play in. And now this kid made it to the majors. It's pretty good, but he gave up a home run last night.
Let's go.
That was messed up what y'all did. The old boy who came dressed in that Halliburton jersey out after the New York loss. They beat him real bad, sent him off somewhere. Halliburton reached out to him the next week and gave him a ticket. I said, damn, bro. But why was he out in New York like that? With no homies, just man. Yeah, what he thought he was at, bro. Like they put the beats on that boy.
People think they're playing games out here. They're not.
They get dangerous. But hold up.
That mob crowd mentality. Once that go, it's over. My fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, because Knicks had the city in a frenzy.
Obama gave that speech about the brothers, why didn't Jigga come out and strongly campaign for the Democratic Party at that time?
Bitch, we could say, I'm sorry, but we could say a million things you didn't come out to do. But
why does just because he's a billionaire from the black community and he's in rap and hip hop culture, why does that mean he automatically has to come out for Kamala Harris? What if he doesn't?
The reason he didn't because he don't, but he don't want to say that.
Obviously. That's what I'm saying. These people are just taking it like for granted that because he's black, he has to vote Democrat, and that's fucking ridiculous.
Imagine it being your culture.
That's purely identity politics, and that's the shit that needs to end in this country.
Well, really, what's going on is a bigger picture, and she's trying to. She know that people, a lot of people is at Jay-Z.
Bro,
like,
that is such a small.
Right now, she's taking this opportunity. Wayne is in her ear. I'm telling you, homie.
No, look, the reason, like I said before, striking while the iron is hot. We came into the video and I was saying that, but people just striking while the iron's hot because Jay-Z's name was getting brought up in the whole Diddy thing, and he's having like all sorts of issues and shit, and like you just keep seeing stories about how he's having issues and problems, and he's being questioned, and he's in jeopardy basically. So if that's the truth, and that's what's really going on, she might as well pile that shit on while it's hot.
Right. It's basically saying, hey, since you already in court, might as well just take this real quick, huh?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, while you already look really fucking bad, let me get some sympathy for what you may or may not have fucked me over.
Which is like really goes against everything she's talking about, the black. But you see all the black.
It's about the money.
Nah, see, but that's the trap, though.
Nah, I'm
do
sorry.
His politics say black, or do his skin say black? So we gotta stop accepting because your skin
say black at all.
Okay, so just like Michael Jordan.
Then what's the conversation?
Right? So what's the party I'm supposed to be a part of then? As a black man.
But check it out. If everybody was the same color, then we'd be talking about eye color right now. You know what I mean? Like there's always a difference.
B-Rad, but along with this, okay, you don't identify with black. Let us know that. So when you come sell a product, we know who you side with, and we can tell you go take it over there.
Businessman ain't gonna do
that's
that.
True.
That's not smart for business. The Jay-Z put business above everything. He put business.
Okay, so you gonna morally? Okay, so cool. So the people need to have the same mentality.
Chick-fil-A puts their religion before their business, and that flies with a lot of people.
Well,
and I still see some of those certain people.
It's only a couple people writing the Chick-fil-A policies, and the rest of those people are just working for their check.
They're just their own. No, they're Mormon owned.
Yeah, they made a statement, and the LGBT community didn't like it. You know, they didn't, but they made their statement.
I was down and out. Chick-fil-A was hiring me. I'm working there. I'm not gonna believe whatever they, you know what I mean. But I'm gonna fake like I do. Everybody there, don't, you know what I mean. You can't say Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you gotta know how to move in a room. Hold on, I ain't about to recite that dude lyrics. Damn.
Hey, why not? Why not? Ain't no taking away from he's the fucking.
Okay, you gotta know how to move in a room full of vultures. But that ain't even his line, though, is it? That ain't even his bar.
A lot of it should. No, but it doesn't matter. It's still a genius of finding the bars and putting them together.
I give him that. I'm not taking nothing. He's a gold Mackle. He's a gold jacket Hall of Famer. But we got to bring up the numbers. They try to make it seem like it was all this. He only sold a certain amount during the peak of his time. Everybody wasn't listening to Jay-Z.
He never was. No, not at all. Not at all.
Sorry. Okay, DMX had way more numbers.
Way more.
So stop this whole illusion that he was the God MC over everybody. No, I was living everybody.
No, he the one that he invented that whole term. God,
okay, is that what it was?
That's the genius.
They gotta say numbers don't lie.
He got us to start wearing jerseys to wear them big ass button up and them lame ass Sean.
And guess what? I definitely was wearing them.
You had some?
Yeah.
And the Yankee fitted.
I thought in Brooklyn. I was in Cali though. I'm a Brooklyn boy, but I was in Cali, so I'm thinking. Oh, this
you definitely had the button up with it, didn't you?
And when I did it, hey, you can ask about me. I had the baddest white bitches in the world. I had the baddest. They was rocking with me. My boys, I call them up right now. They'll tell you the story. But when I did it, guess what? Niggas follow me. I swear to God. And
you all had the button up with it. You had the button up.
They're following Jay-Z just like me. But
this is the best ice I've ever ate. I'm sorry.
Is that coconut?
The coconut, bro.
Campaign for Barack Obama crazy.
He did for Barack Obama.
He did a verse on my president is black, but he definitely was out there for Barack.
But I think she's talking about.
He was out there for Hillary Clinton.
But I think she's talking about when Kamala was running and not Jay-Z, and Obama said that thing about black men. And she's saying, why didn't he come out as like the spokesperson for black men at that time? Remember when people were upset about Obama and the way that he came at black men and their support for Kamala Harris? She said that because, in her opinion, she did not come out for the brothers. We've been hoodwinked. And And she says, you know,
how?
What?
How we been hoodwinked? You think we depended on Jay-Z for that?
Bro, that answer ain't even, you can't even answer that in one sentence, bro. It's just like, it's so mixed multitude to why he, you know, it's just like, it ain't even worth going for, but we can.
Huge allegation.
But we've been hoodwinked?
Yes.
That's like Malcolm X and going and doing some shit. We find him eating a pork rib and with 2 white girls smoking crack.
No, Malcolm X did. No, Malcolm X did hoodwink people because after he came home from Mecca, he no longer said black and white.
Okay, but that's a legitimate hoodwink. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to drift off into that. That's a legitimate hoodwink. But if you say Jay-Z, we've been hood. No, he never made statements on strong statements for no party really. So
no, what she's saying is, if you're so black and you're with us, and this is what you say,
that's what I'm saying. There it is, right there. You can't just say that. When did he say he's so black and he's doing this? When? Like when?
We judging you off your acts. Go ahead.
No, he rapped about platinum, diamonds, and money. He was a capitalistic baby. He was a drug dealer.
Bro, Jay-Z is hip hop black people culture, but he's never around until he wants us to do something politically.
I want to know.
He said, I'm young black. He says I'm young black in America.
Because he say I'm young black.
No.
Yes, niggas in Paris. Which niggas?
Yeah,
niggas is black. Okay,
y'all are bugging. Saying nigga in Paris.
We got us.
Wait. No, y'all ain't got me. Look, saying. Look, EST saying I'm a nigga. That what is that? How is that saying?
Hello, I got bugging. That's a descriptive
no. But
term.
wait, EST. First of all, you said niggas in Paris. Niggas in Paris goes right what I'm saying. A goddamn nigga from the hood that's rich now. It ain't about this. It's about them diamonds and the money. That's all he ever represented. He never ever.
It's still an identity term.
Represented
nigga is an identity term.
Oh my God. I'm sure that
he wanted me to feel that way.
If we was lit, the comments would be rolling with me right now.
Bro, listen,
because it's like y'all bugging. Never ever.
I'm Neo. I go against the stream, man.
Bro, that was the instrumental to my life. Niggas in Paris, I was playing that shit on repeat.
Yes,
that shit was made.
Not on no
weak,
Black Power shit. Like on some niggas rich. It's a thing. The thing is, niggas rich. We rich. That's what it is. Niggas rich. He ain't saying niggas. None of that. Trust me.
Who is niggas?
I thought I was niggas.
Yeah, we all
talking about me was gonna get rich and be embarrassed.
Y'all got the game messed up.
Man, he don't come to the hood though.
Nigga is what Jay-Z is saying. I'm a drug dealing nigga, and look at me in Paris.
Exactly.
That's black. That's black.
Oh my God! Wait,
my baby mama is R&B sensation Beyonce.
Oh my God!
Everything I walk is I got dread. I got wicks. If wicks don't say black, I'm saying.
See, now you throwing shit in the game black. That's
no,
black.
I'm talking about.
I didn't say that's not black.
About his words.
I didn't say that's not black. But what I'm saying is he's representing black for sure. But black got two sides.
Only when he's selling something.
Black ain't just one side. There's niggas and y'all heard comedians say this. There's niggas and there's whatever they want to.
He says black people and his niggas.
Yeah. So he said niggas in Paris. How does that not go with my point? What I'm saying? How does that?
No, your point was he's not black.
I never said that. Yo, you a slick motherfucker. What? I never said he's not black. I said he's not black. I said Jay-Z not black. That what you telling me?
Yes. Listen to my arguments. Was my arguments not trying to explain to you why he black?
Oh my
God. The dreads, the niggas in Paris.
Now we in the whole whirlwind right now.
But I'm saying he only black when he coming to sell something. Any other time he's gone, nobody can see you.
How is he black when he coming to sell something? When he's sitting there telling my poor ass, "Oh, look at my diamond, my platinum. I'm in Paris." How is that black? I don't.
Bush, did you just hear what you said? He telling your black poor ass about diamonds.
Okay, that's not black. You got black. You got rappers you got KRS-One that's identifying with this.
That's like me going to a homeless person with a turkey. Italian bread, turkey sound, a fat one too. Be like, yeah, you see this?
That shit.
Yeah,
you a fool. I'm fucking you.
Why did you do that? You won't have a sandwich for me? You just gonna tell me and let me see it? Okay, that helps.
Basically.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of tweets here, but in summation, she is still very upset at
What is this all about, though? Like,
that's what I asked you. So where did it come from?
Maybe I'm bugging. Where did this start from? Like, what happened?
Didn't it start a couple weeks ago with the music?
No,
And
this
then
started a
she
long
went on
time
live
ago.
With, no, I mean like just recently? Spiral, like
with the
when she went on live with Wayne.
Being from NO.
I can't stand Just Hilarious. She posted.
I don't, bro. Thank you, bro. That's how I know this is my brother, bro. Like, I don't like that. She just, bro. Like,
that's another topic.
I don't know what it is, bro. It's just like,
I don't know.
That was a part of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
She
and how
also
did Jay-Z ruin all these sports?
Oh my God!
Well, she felt like Lil Wayne. She feels like Lil Wayne should have been the performer at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, ESC.
Nah, that's a weak point. That's a weak point.
ruined hockey.
She said
I would
ruined
say
basketball, football.
No. See, but this is the thing. They insulted Jay-Z because they could have gave him a higher position. They gave him entertainment. Yeah, be over the entertainers. You know what I'm saying? Jig. You know?
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
All right.
I mean, but
he ain't ruined it. That's a reach.
I don't think.
I don't
even think he has the capability of doing that.
Yeah,
nobody got the capability to.
Hey, how about this? He showed more support with basketball. He be front center when it be going on in the whole nine. So
damn. So because he like basketball more, he's like what
no,
the
but
fuck?
it's not that. It's that they own Rock Nation, who owns Live Nation, who also inflates the tickets based on the demand.
Live Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all that shit is owned by the same people. So the problem is that when the tickets go on sale, the higher the demand for it, the more they jack it up more.
They already got them.
People don't go to sports no more because it's super expensive, especially if everybody wants to go.
The same thing for the real estate market, but what it is foreign investors coming in, jacking up the market, don't care about it. You know, before you know it, we can't afford a ticket.
Jay-Z, him and that chick, that Perez chick.
Well,
Perez chick, who they came out.
They backed a billionaire.
Let's not take away from what Nikki is saying. She's a rich female. She's been in the game for a long time. She's not a dummy. So let's not just count her out what she's saying.
Hey.
You feel me? You got to open your ears up a little bit. That's all I'm
Hey, how about this?
And I'm
go
from
back
Brooklyn,
at least like 12, 13 years. When you bought a boost, it came with a free subscription to Tidal. I tried it.
Oh yeah,
it was horrible. You know what I'm saying? And this was back when he was trying to kick off the streaming thing, when you could go online and stream songs for free. You know what I'm saying? Before they really locked it up. But Tidal was never a good service, bro. It was never a good music stream service. That Pip was whooping his ass.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Beyonce went platinum on the Tidal.
Is this shit? It was garbage.
Beyonce
numbers. She was the platform artist, so yeah.
Yeah, they were using that shit to their benefit.
Well, at the time of Tidal, she probably was the biggest. Or no, he had. Did he have Wayne? I don't know if he had Wayne.
He had a bunch of people, but they didn't. A lot of people didn't sign off. They wasn't paying. Like they got the numbers of Spotify pay this, Apple Music pay this, and Tidal was the lowest.
Beyonce, Kanye, and Jay-Z were the only people. 4 for 4,
Wayne.
Life of Pablo, and Beyonce's album.
Beyonce was the biggest, obvious. And then probably
10,
Nikki was the second, probably.
Like 10 times platinum.
It didn't work. It didn't work. The people don't necessarily. We never went to Tidal to stream music.
I used to love Jay-Z back in the days.
What are you talking about?
I always was mad.
I wanted Tidal to work, but I used to love Jay-Z. You feel me? Back in the days.
I'm mad that the streaming companies took over, because we used to could go to what?
LimeWire,
LimeWire, mp3juices.com, and stream the whole mixtape.
You don't like the convenience of this, the technology?
No, this is why. Because they killed the mixtape. Because normally you could go and get mixtapes. Now you can only get albums on iTunes. You can't go and get the mixtape nowhere.
YouTube, Instagram, and the shorts—they're all the mixtape of current days.
Yeah,
but you used to be able to get tapes. Go buy your.
And that's dope.
Then with the CDs, go buy your CD. Well, you should be able to get 8 tracks. Go buy the 8 tracks. Then it was tapes. Go buy your tapes. CDs.
And then listen, the artist who starts this idea right here.
That's how it go, homie.
Now it's in your hand.
But this the thing though. They need to make it when you download an album, it come with the photo reel. It jump in your photos.
I thought it was like, it going to the
main release video.
Yeah, now they got the little picture above that's animated, but we talking about like you got the credits. Tell us a story. Make a little folder with 10 pictures and some information. Yeah, that'd be hard.
we need to clip this.
Hold on, what she say? She said, "Nah, that ain't cool."
We're in a capitalist world, and to them, there's a bigger added benefit, and you don't own a goddamn thing, but you pay for the same price. You feel me? So you're paying for the album for the same price. You have it on your iPhone. You got the little animated picture, but you don't got nothing. Really?
It don't matter.
If your phone breaks, you don't got shit. Where are all your songs?
It's in the cloud.
So you don't like that
it's in the cloud.
It's
in the cloud.
Unless it's in the
Bro,
cloud.
they beating us in the head. They're charging us $14.99 for the same album. They gave us a CD before. They gave us something to take home.
Guess what? We all
They don't
know
take
with the
nothing home
streaming,
now.
with the streaming, it's some bullshit. We know that because we
1,500
paying
streams is one
$14.99, like you said, or even $19.99. And guess what? The big boys, pause. They get paid. Yeah.
And they'll
even the artists, even the artists don't even get paid for they don't even get paid right.
Artists,
so this is bad.
We gotta highlight artists like Punch, Shooter 9 Trey, who purposely don't upload his stuff to the DSPs and sell hand to hand. And when people he got a project, people email him. He sends
What's his name?
Shooter 9 Trey, Punch. Yeah, he don't. His shit hard, bro. Terminology. He got some stuff.
But you know,
Punch made Dev. It's a different
guess what? They say a lot of us coming up from the hood, and we heard all the stories about getting robbed, signing deals and getting robbed. We all about ownership. Yeah, it could be a good thing, but I watched the EST from you know that what's that dude EST whatever his name is.
Who that?
Who was signed to the Yo Gotti and shit ESTG. He said a lot of us got that boss syndrome, and we want to get 100% of nothing instead of getting 10% of everything.
See, exactly. So, and I done business. This is what people need to understand. Business comes with bad deals and getting fucked. You're only going to climb the ladder by going through these bad deals. I done a deal to wax a whole floor in a water facility, and put the bid in, and they cashed out, and I said, "Damn, I should have got more." That was a bad deal.
Yeah,
but now I know next time
you're right.
You're gonna come across bad deals.
Yeah. It's different. It's different situations. So your boy who you mentioned, he made a good deal because he already lit. He like, all right, let me go ahead and put my shit out to put in the work, but he get the benefits. Yeah, but sometimes other dudes think they're gonna be like, oh, I ain't signing that because I'm gonna do this, but they lazy ass ain't putting in the work and they end up with nothing.
Exactly.
Now, given all that information, Nicki Minaj did a bad deal. It was $200 million. Her next one will be a lot better. Sit tight, sis. It gets better.
But that's only true when the contract isn't like, if the contract is the contract and I didn't get when it's come to pay out, that's different. It's legally bonded.
All right, let's see a little more of this.
That is funny as hell. Read that one again. What you said,
She did a whole list.
She said, "Dear #Jay-Z, you ruined hip hop, you ruined football, you ruined basketball, you ruined touring, you ruined."
Wait, is she just tweaking? Trump?
Yo,
I get what she's saying now.
The jig is up. All of this is alleged.
What is she?
That's a tweet.
B-Rad just pointed it out with the Live Nation and what they do with the Ticketmaster. Trump and them just signed the bill where they said Ticketmaster can no longer hype up the price, get all the merchandise and then sell it at a high price. You can't do it no more. So Live Nation did that. That was fucking up the basketball because the attendance is low because the tickets is high because
people can't afford it.
Right.
I got to give credit where credit due. That was Chi that said that.
Okay,
for sure.
But what about hip hop?
Thank you, B-Rad.
He ruined hip hop.
Got you.
He said you get what she's saying.
What do you mean? Leor Conan is his best friend, bro. Live Nation. How many artists do they have right now?
Leor run YouTube.
In cahoots.
He run YouTube.
There's a billionaire.
He sure do, don't he? Damn.
There's a billionaire that backs Live Nation, and as is allegedly, I don't want to get in trouble. I love you, Perez. I love you, Jay-Z. I love what you guys
She's
are
a
doing.
billionaire?
Put all your money in your pocket and don't worry about me. But allegedly, they are the owners of mostly every single ticket owner. Plus, they bought exclusive dates nobody could book, not even the NBA, unless they get it from them.
It's real estate.
I'm about to drop a bomb.
That's what they
do.
Jay-Z
banging Perez. Jay-Z banging Perez. I guarantee you that. She probably like to be slow. She probably like certain things that his wife don't like.
Listen,
ESC had to leave. ESC had to leave. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn.
She a coleslaw.
Nah. Honestly, Jay-Z hitting Perez.
Listen, I think
she like to be slapped. Beyonce don't like that. She like to be choked.
I
Beyonce
think
don't
that
like that.
she's.
Yeah,
might
I'm
be
telling
onto
you right
something.
now. No, I'm telling you. I promise you that.
Listen,
He like
if you
to be
think
certain things, so Jay-Z can't avoid. He love it. He's like, oh, so let me
Listen.
intertwine her with the nation, with the business, so I don't gotta lose it. So when I'm having meetings late night with her, Beyonce ain't gonna question it.
You know,
I mean, she
what Nikki
the
should do?
president of Rock Nation, homie.
You know what
it
Nikki
might
should
not be
do?
possible because this chick, that chick, the it's like connected, bro. Like if you think Jay-Z got power because of money or whatever the fuck he got,
Nah, he all in the law.
That chick could talk to billionaires and they got to talk back because she comes from a background
not
of
just
a
billionaires, the
cartel
feds.
shit.
It ain't about that. He ain't worried about that. He's been rich
it's a
all his life.
different
It's
respect.
about the feds. Jay-Z been rich since he was 16, 17. He been rich
So
as fuck, like real rich. So
he came out in a video.
That fed connection. Jay-Z, hey, I'm telling you, it's gonna come out later. Look, Jay-Z banging Perez.
Well, it's basically
bro.
career suicide. Nikki, I need you to understand what's about to follow after you did this, right? People are going to start acting funny and remove themselves from you. You're not going to be able to tour, studio, record deals, anything that you want to do entertainment-wise moving forward.
Hold up. Yeah, go ahead. This is short. Go ahead. Tell Nicki Minaj what she got.
Hey, Nikki, check this out, man. Hey, it's about to be blackball.com, man. You know what I'm saying? They about to back away from you. The people who was cool gonna be like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Who's she waving at? Who's she talking to? They're not gonna answer their phone, them tour dates, them studios, them producers, you know, because it's bigger than Jay-Z, Live Nation, rock, you know.
There's a lot.
It's like that's a lot of pressure.
That's above him. This is like multi-million-dollar conglomerates.
Yeah.
Okay, but guess what? Nicki rich as fuck. She's retiring probably. She about to no. This is a big point because she already started her little personality career and podcasts and things like that. She rich as fuck. Her last album, did a little whatever, but maybe she already know what she facing.
And she's right. I think this keeping up this whole narrative of we can't call him out. It adds to his power and his whole shit. It's like, come on, bro. And we seen how empires got flipped upside down this past year. So he's not exempt from that.
But I don't
anybody can get put on blast. Anybody.
But I don't, just like Gene Dill did. You sat there and watched Diddy do allegedly all the shit you claim. I don't like anybody that sit there and watch.
Gene Dill been crying for 10 years, man. He done turned great.
If there is somebody,
like if me and G, ESC and B-Rad signed some deal, and then we see some fuck shit and we talk about it,
we have to stick together. Yeah,
or else you ain't really like
we got
real like
together on this.
So all that other shit, I understand business, whatever. Nikki was a female. She couldn't. People not listening to females until you get a certain level. I guess that's true.
Sure,
I can't deny that. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
emotional.
The real female.
Look at what Meg did to Carl
Look what
Crawford.
Jaguar Wright did though. She done nobody. She ain't have the status to do what she been doing.
Hold on, what
she
you mean to nobody?
Anyway.
She on Jay-Z vocals.
No, I respect her though. I respect her because just because she on Jay-Z vocals, that don't mean shit. I'm talking about compared to Nicki. Nah, hold on. Compared to Nicki Minaj.
That's crazy.
No. Man,
hold on. Do we know Jaguar Wright catalog to say that? Do we know Jaguar?
If I was
the fact that we don't, that explains the fact that we don't. That tells my point right there. Y'all being fake. Nicki Minaj is big time. She made it to a certain level. She got a certain amount of money. Jaguar don't got that bread, and she's still speaking on it. So I gotta give it to her. I gotta give it to her.
But Nikki might be one of the few people who actually does have enough clout to go after Jay-Z and get some motion with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
why you feel that way?
Because she's well respected in the industry. She's definitely got a valid point. And because, like I said, with all the bullshit that's swarming with major rap labels right now, like it just, I don't know, with the whole Diddy shit, like Jay-Z already looks suspect, and that's what I'm saying. Like she might be able to get people or a court sympathy vote if it goes to court. But that's the true test. Talk all the shit you want on X and on Instagram.
I don't think she's more powerful than Rihanna.
You ain't really about that.
Wait, they're like the same powerful. They're from the same
bro. Fenty Savage, she's a billionaire.
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
She
bow down
can't fuck
to the
with Rihanna.
queen. I bow down to the queen. Brianna is a billionaire. She's one of the 500.
Ain't no billionaire because Nikki is a straight artist. She didn't.
But she could have Bush. If she would have did the lingerie, the Barbie,
she could have did whatever.
What the perfume? No, she had perfume, but she would have kept it up, built her portfolio.
Of course, we could say shoulda, woulda, everything.
Yeah.
You could be a billionaire.
No,
B-Rad
no.
could be a billionaire if he wake up every morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and do everybody. But she didn't. Rihanna did. Nikki had the same.
I'm saying it's
that
a selective
Rihanna did.
few who the people love so much that they the ones who can. Everybody can't do it. It's the ones like her. Like she could have a lingerie line. And
I believe everybody can. This is America. Elon Musk came here from South Africa. He got a little, and then now he's the richest. You got this boy.
He's doing good.
Amazon guy went in the goddamn garage. He didn't have no loan from his dad. Now he's the richest. Like
his dad gave him 100. Whoa.
Yeah, you need to chill on that. You need to chill.
All right. His dad gave him something, but look at what he got.
For real?
His dad gave him something. But
CIA.
He came from.
You cannot take away from the genius. You can't do that and say that.
Bitch.
This America, bro. Maybe I'm trying to take away from him. I shouldn't.
I hate people.
But I'm saying
How about this? What garage did you have to start the business in the first place? What did you got a garage? Huh? Oh,
You got a garage?
Let me shut up.
What is he like?
Let me
Steve
shut
Jobs?
up.
garage.
But
Bro, I don't even know.
y'all know what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
even know what those look like.
No, I get what you're saying.
Hold on, a little more.
Entertainment purposes only, and she also is saying she's mentioning Desiree, who is one of Jay-Z's.
You might as well say Jay-Z's the head of Doge. Jay-Z invaded Gaza.
You know he compromised. Hello.
I ain't know she mentioned Desiree, bro.
Let's keep going.
Might as well just come on, add some more to that, Nikki. Don't stop there.
Yeah, she says there's a lot here, man.
Jay-Z's the reason for processed foods. Okay,
Charlamagne compromised. He's spinning
No.
narrative.
Look, I like Charlamagne. I used to not like him.
Shout
I
out
like him a
Brilliant
lot.
Idiots.
I like him
I
too,
watch
but
him
he
on Brilliant
compromised.
Idiots all the time. He's great.
Come.
There's artificial dyes in the candy. What else?
The jig is up, yo.
I heard that though. I heard he was the reason for Essence Festival this weekend.
That was definitely.
Yeah, what's his name? He's light skinned, so I said EST, my bad. DJ.
No, that's a different type. That's a different type of one. That's a different type of one.
He's way like
He's different.
That was
She gonna be tweeting about us, and I didn't even get to do my makeup this morning. She gonna post this. She gonna be mad at y'all.
She's already mad at us.
Why do we care about that?
She is gonna be mad, but yeah, she says that black people have been hoodwinked by Jay-Z, that he is not what we think that he is. But in summation,
all right, hold up.
They just
politically,
say that so freely.
sports wise, and music wise.
All right, they done with the quote. And now they
Yeah, that's that Rasta Chris side he was talking
You don't
about.
know where
that
the
Storm
quote
woman.
is.
You don't know him. We're not supposed to know him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know him in business. Everybody a shrewd businessman when it comes time to protecting your assets and your estate.
You better be.
So yeah.
But me and my bros, we had comments.
Hold on.
We had
Is
conversations.
she out of all people talking about somebody with a bad attitude and somebody's an asshole?
No, she didn't say that. She didn't say that.
No, she's trying to talk about his character. We don't know who he is. Nikki, how many times have the coach talked about your attitude and how you treat people?
Yeah, and who cares? It's got nothing to fucking do with business and money. Like you signed a contract.
But the contract shit, I'm on her side. I'm on her side.
Nicki Minaj, she had to really grind her way to the top.
That's a fact.
Ho's been rich from the streets. Ho's been rich from the streets when he entered the industry.
Hov went like this. Hov was a certain famous at this moment.
Yeah, but we talking about money.
I met her in like 06. I met her in like 06. She signed my Pink mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Hood Locker. Shout out Fendi. Shout out Jada Kiss.
Yeah, but this is the thing, because Fat Joe and Jada said something on their podcast. Like, $1 million was
Fat Mouth Joe.
Yeah, I
Shout
know.
out to all the Barbies.
But $1 million was a huge major deal for these artists. Like, if you get $1 million, no, not even artists, not rappers. Rappers wasn't even getting $1 million. An athlete, there was an athlete that got $1 million. It was all on the papers when Joe came out. Now, think about Jay-Z, who had over $1 million when he came in the game. He was selling weight heavily, and I know that for a fact. That's all I know. I swear to God, no. All right.
D. Haven ain't say that.
No.
All right, I'm telling you, bro. I swear, I got somebody to call
Who
right
else said
now,
that?
and
Who
they
else
be
said
mad
that?
at me.
Somebody was saying this.
I got a guy in a mansion, rich as hell, and he don't got no job, and he was dealing with Jay-Z. I swear to God, I could call him. I swear, Jay-Z.
I think Jay-Z even said he wasn't no big time drug dealer.
Oh my God.
We can go to Marcy.
Okay, I'm not saying big
are.
time. Big time is cartel. Big time is cartel. I'm
nah,
saying
big time is like 4
money,
ounces,
like a
6 ounces, 10 ounces, 20 ounces. You
Oh
can get
my
big
God,
time
20
before the
ounces.
cartel.
Jay-Z was moving keys, bro. Him and Damon Dash.
I don't believe that.
believe it or
I don't
not.
believe
But
anybody
what I'm saying is,
who copped 100
in comparison,
yeah.
in comparison to Nicki Minaj, who she came in, it was about money for her to change her life, change her family's life, and she was a good artist too. But Jay-Z had that bread. His family was already.
Thank God that both of them are from New York.
Jay-Z,
We're arguing
Jay-Z
about
was
New York rappers, but go ahead.
Jay-Z was the head. He was the head in charge of the record label. He was signing people. He signed my friend's band.
But
listen,
I forgot my point too. I was getting to a point about that.
Nah, man, Jay-Z was not as big. It was not as gangster as he says. He wasn't as street as he says. All that shit that he says is not real.
I'm talking about a good hustler. I was
not even. He was a rapper the whole time, bro. He was not hustling shit, bro. He was just a good rapper.
It's supposed to be entertainment.
Nah. You know why I say that, Chief?
It's like wrestling.
D Haven,
like wrestling.
D Haven said he was moving shit.
There you go. It's like wrestling. He's only good because he did it a lot.
D Haven was in the beginning. He left D Haven and went on to the bigger thing.
It's another dude too who was hustling with him. I think his name like Calvin or something. He did an interview on Vlad.
He was hustling with who? With Calvin to go get beat for.
Yeah. Calvin said Jay-Z was moving shit. He said he wasn't there.
They all nobody ever said Jay-Z wasn't moving big shit. Nobody ever said that.
Calvin said he wasn't moving big shit, bro. Go look at the interview. Calvin Klein said he wasn't big like that. I'm just saying what they saying.
All right, well I'm wrong. You're right. Jay-Z wasn't moving nothing. He wasn't.
You know what it is with Jay-Z is that he was a good storyteller.
I'm not saying he ain't. I'm saying what they're saying. Who was around him?
Okay,
they say.
You're right.
But you're right. You might. You know what? A lot of it might be hate.
Y'all know more than me.
It wasn't my opinion. I just spoke on what they said. I said they said this because they was around him and grew up around him hustling.
Who's they? You said Calvin
D
Klein.
Haven and Calvin Klein.
D Haven said. All right, I ain't gonna argue with this.
All right, so here's the best proof. This is the best proof, right? Check it out. When Puffy and Shine got in a shootout, who took the blame? The bigger guy or the newer guy? Shine or Puffy? Shine, right? Because he's the bigger guy.
He didn't take the blame. He was forced to.
No, wait. Don't lose me yet. Don't lose. Wait. Hold up. Let me not lose you. And then when we were at the Undies Rivera party and Undies Rivera got stabbed, and there was Jay-Z and the lesser known guy who took the blame. The bigger artist, right? That's how you know who didn't do it. Puffy did it.
You saying Jay ain't do that? You saying Jay-Z ain't do that either?
I'm just showing you the proof.
Y'all hate Jay-Z.
Showing you the proof.
Y'all with Nikki. But let's hear the rest of the shit he's saying. Let's hear the rest of this.
I'm mad with Jay did the Essence though. Man. He shouldn't have did that to Essence, man. There's a bunch of black people.
I just think that when you criticize somebody for what they are doing or haven't done for a community, whatever her argument is, you have to be doing equal or more. Because that would be my question, right?
Yeah. Well, if I'm brave with Charlamagne, he took a stand against Nikki. He like, what did you do? What you do?
Yo, is Charlamagne getting darker?
Yeah, he definitely doing some skin tone, something going on.
For sure is, right?
Yeah, because his skin was all blotched and spotted up.
Might be a lighting thing.
That's not racist shit. Yeah, he doing something.
No, that's an honest. I'm not fucking being an asshole.
I'm saying it's a studio. It might be lights.
No. Look,
I'm not doing anything. Then what are you doing?
But this is coming from a personal place, though. This is a personal thing.
I just got just a simple question. If I'm not doing anything, even though I know I'm doing a whole lot, what?
You know, look, that's a stance. Nikki don't like him for that. Nikki hates Charlamagne right now. I guarantee that.
What are you doing?
Correct. But this is personal. She's mad that the whole Super Bowl thing, and she's standing up for Wayne. She's standing up.
Homie trying to, but this is.
For her stuff, like this is personal.
You remember when we had that it was the thing in Rock Nation when Roger Goodell and everybody was there. I was in the room for that. And you remember when Jay-Z was like, I can point to everything that I've done. I could tell you about the people I've helped, the charities I've given to, blah blah blah, this and that. You got to lay your list out. If you telling me that I don't do nothing, if you telling me that I don't show up for my community, now you got to lay your list out.
Now look, going back to this.
That's true though. That's true.
But you know why Jay-Z could remember everything he's done? Because he hasn't done that much. Because if you've done a lot, you really can't remember everything. When you've done a lot, you can't remember everything.
That's kind of true.
You're right, because there's nothing I could think of that
It's like,
stands out in my brain.
Bro, it's like my
the Barclay
dad.
thing
My
was
dad
kind
remembered.
of big, but that was for the black people.
What you mean the Barclay thing?
Well, not.
Oh, he brought that there.
I shouldn't have said that because it don't
was
go with my point. It go with the other point I was making that Jay-Z never ever.
You know they moved a bunch of people out for that.
He gentrified an entire.
Hey, EST, man. You know I ain't lying. Jay-Z never ever said, "Oh, I'm with the black people. I'm with the." No, he always been
he literally
business
he gentrified downtown Brooklyn. And
he definitely did. He played a big part in gentrifying.
Bro, I remember hanging out there when it was dangerous.
Hey, guess what? And right across the street from there, 560 State Street.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Jay-Z first stash spot, 560 State Street, is across the street from Barclays. Hey, this is a fact. Listen
That's
to me.
what I'm about to ask you.
Listen to me. It's across the street from Barclays. Across the street from Barclays. That whole area was fucked up. There's a Triangle store that was there called Triangle Sports where I bought all my fatigues from. It's all different now.
Red Zone fucked up.
But my point is, when Jay-Z said 560 State Street on the song, stash spot 560 State Street, that was a big thing too, to gentrify it. That was a big thing. Because it's like, that's famous spot 560 State Street. It's right across.
Was it like Red Zone type dangerous?
Right
like
there too.
Or just
what
like a
say?
drug
No,
area?
not at all. It wasn't red. Unless late night, unless you're out there.
No, I'm saying what the Barclays is at now. Back then, was it like
good? You say
it was bad.
That shit is it's
before
all locked
No,
down.
I'm saying before. I'm talking about before.
Before the
I
Barclays,
just said
bad.
I said it wasn't no red zone shit unless you
okay.
get caught out there late night. Unless
It had a lot of little small parks.
A
Little
drug
small
block,
parks.
basically.
No, it wasn't a drug block at all. It was downtown Brooklyn.
A lot of
I went to
shit was
school.
burnt down.
I went to school at an intermediate school 2 blocks away from there. It's called Metropolitan Corporate Academy.
A lot of residential
I got
houses.
expelled from my real school.
So what's
it was
worse?
Downtown Brooklyn though.
Around Yankee Stadium or around Barclays?
No, we in Brooklyn. Ain't no
Yankee Stadium.
And Yankee Stadium is the Barclays.
Other side of the
I
Brooklyn.
mean, in Brooklyn is the Barclays. Yankee Stadium is the Bronx.
No, I'm saying which area is more dangerous at night?
I don't know.
Yankee
Shit, this is New
Stadium.
York. You could get caught
Yankee.
everywhere.
Yankee Stadium. Barclay, you could walk around with all your drip out.
Yankee Stadium is one of the most dangerous areas in the city, period.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think
Yankee Stadium, you could have no drip and somebody will approach you anyway.
No, because the stadium and everything's beautiful, but you go
It's just
2
a bad
blocks
area.
in the elevated train. You go 2 blocks
It
up,
ain't a bad
you are
area.
in fucking
It's
no
a
man's
horrible
land.
area, bro.
You don't want to get
You
caught
from the
like
Bronx,
Here,
but my
here's the
brother.
worst part.
Hey, my brother live on Walton, and you know how close that is to Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, that's
Where them
I went
Trinitarios
down
at?
there to the 4th of July. Yeah,
Bro,
hella
that's
people
all
out
the
there.
horrible
If you're not from there, it looks dangerous because they out there chilling. But it's
If
not.
they out there with them
just having fun.
Trinitarios, I want to stay far away from them.
They're across the bridge over
Oh, okay.
Listen, right on the other side. But there's a central booking right there, releasing people on a constant basis. So you have in and out of criminals in that whole area. Yeah, a lot of spinners, a lot of little drillers, a lot of shit happening. Shootouts in broad daylight.
We not
I'm not playing with
sorry.
you. That's not playing.
We not
That's
these other states that innocent
not
bystanders
fair.
be getting hit all the time. I'm sorry. Out here,
Here?
them kids
Here,
be getting
everybody
hit. The
getting
ones
hit.
that's gang banging, the
Everybody
ones
getting
that they get hit. I'm sorry. That's what
Up
it is.
here-
If you out there minding your business, you ain't gonna. Nah, I'm lying.
See,
I'm
down
lying.
here, a lot of people don't know
got
Duke
hit.
University.
I'm lying.
What
Innocent
Duke-
bystanders get hit all the time.
Hell
where the
yeah,
gym is
bro.
at,
That's a
across
shoe.
the street, it's Badlands. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that Duke. They see the games. Oh yeah. But look, go there and go look across the street, and you
Yo,
won't
that's
take
what-
your ass over there neither.
When you
I'm
come to Yankee
They
Stadium,
right.
you're gonna
They
notice
right
that
about
the
Yankee Stadium is
train
way more
station
dangerous than the
goes.
Barclays.
Okay.
Because
Listen,
the Barclays is new.
I could prove it to
Yankee
you.
Stadium is old as fuck.
Yankee
I
Stadium.
thought Yankee
has-
Stadium is new.
Nah,
That was a
it's
billion
a
dollar.
new one. That's a new
always
one.
been the stadium.
But
It's the neighborhood. It's
across-
always been there.
It was a block away. That's it.
But they didn't come in. They didn't move in and gentrify the whole area. They had the stadium. Then they
They
built
just
it.
moved it a block
They
away.
built it right in the hood.
Made a park, but the whole surrounding neighborhood is like
Bro,
it's
bro,
been
it's so
like a war
fucked up.
zone for a
And
while.
it's in the
harder
middle
to
of nowhere
gentrify
by the highway, so people get got all the time. Bro, I'm telling you, it's so
How's the
dangerous.
highway the
Yesterday,
middle? How's the highway the middle of
15-year-old
nowhere?
boy got murked in
That's the whole thing. That's the Bronx shit right there.
You ain't, but you got the highway. How you in the middle of nowhere?
No. You're not in the middle of nowhere because there's no way to get to the train station. Call for help. You're gonna get robbed. Nobody's gonna hear you get robbed.
The train is an elevated train.
Y'all don't carry hawks.
Hawks? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is a hawk?
Yeah, but what are you talking about? You talking about carry hawk? You asked us a question of what's the most dangerous spot.
No guns are legal here. You can't carry shit.
No, I'm talking about a hawk, a dagger, a pocket.
No, you can't have a blade in New York City. New York City, the longest you can have a blade.
And if you get caught with that,
2
inches. And the cop.
It's a weapon.
When the cops see you walking, they're gonna stop you. Hey, what you doing all the way over here where nobody walks?
The fuck are you gonna do with a 2-inch knife?
It can't. The reason, look, you can open a box with it, but what it is you can't get any major organs with a blade that's under 2 inches or under.
You can't carry shit.
All right, let's get back on topic.
2-inch knives. Okay, yeah.
Let's get back on topic. Let me watch a little bit more, y'all, and then
the Super Bowl thing. Is it possible that it was told to Wayne that he was going to do the Super Bowl, and then last minute it was like, nah, we're gonna give it to homie.
That's not like
she going where I was going with it. The Super Bowl. I don't think.
I need my knife, bro. Y'all.
I was joking when I said that.
No, you need your knife, but don't get pulled over by the cops, bro.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
This is the headline, the picture that we talking about.
Hey, but they dragging it though, man. They dragging it with Nikki. They actually making it worse for her because they're joking and making more clips and headlines. Like they need to just leave it alone, man. And if she going gracefully, she said what?
No. That's hilarious. She's suspecting that it's because of the Super Bowl. And we know, no. You laughing, but we know how much Wayne got Nicki Minaj's ear. And if Wayne
got Nicki Minaj's spirit.
I do believe.
No, when it was Nicki, Wayne, and Drake, that was a big deal.
That was some shit, bro.
That was crazy. That was one of the sickest and illest collaborations you could get.
It was, man. It was.
Wayne was mad about that not being on the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I think there was some internal thing going on because they all used to swap. We do 3 songs, and Drake did a song with Nicki, Wayne did a song, and then
it was
crazy.
But then she dropped out because then Drake and Wayne, they kept touring, going back and forth with their songs.
She didn't drop out. She
went off and did her own thing because she blew the fuck up. She
blew. Hey, her trajectory, she blew up like quicker, but it didn't last as long as Drake. Drake had a better trajectory.
But she started doing the rich artist thing, dropping an album or at least a couple songs every like 2 or 3 years, and just it's gonna be a banger. If Nicki drops an album, it's gonna sell.
My question is why there's never been an album with Nicki, Drake, and Lil Wayne.
Good
politics.
Good question.
No, better question.
There's got to be a lot of politics.
I'll tell you why.
Because it didn't last long enough to get to that.
Because Drake
didn't even do. Remember, I Can't Feel My Face.
On fire.
Yeah, I
was waiting on that for like 5 years.
Joel Santana. But where's Joel at? And where's Wayne at? Joel's ain't nobody. Wayne is still a well-respected artist.
Joel's ain't
now. He ain't. I'm sorry. Look. You from the East Coast. He's somebody to me. I love. Sure. I swear to God. But I'm talking about when we speaking on these artists in comparison. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Now, when we talk about Wayne, Drake, and Nicki, who was the one that politics that got involved? It had to be Drake. He's the biggest. Pause.
Yep.
It had to be Drake.
He became the biggest. Do you agree that at the time that they always at the label, you think Nicki was a little bigger?
And plus,
I know that's yeah, you're right.
A little bigger, like.
But that all depends on the time that we talk.
So you're right. They probably was fighting for that.
We talking about the time period.
This is what happened. They were getting a hella spins. Even when Wayne was in jail, like when he went to jail, they were getting a hella spins off of Wayne's clout because he brought them up still.
Oh, for sure.
And then he does that year.
But guess what happened though?
Who's the fucking best at the label?
B-Rad. How many artists was on that Young Money album, and where are they at now? Oh, the Young Money. Who did we see? Nicki
Minaj, and Drake.
Twist.
Drake.
No, it was Twist. It was Tyga.
Okay, you saying the original, but I'm saying now. Who do we see now?
Just
Nicki
them.
Minaj, Drake, and Wayne. That's it.
And they had
all
Chucky.
The rest of them niggas
was ass.
Sorry, Tyga maybe, but that's like
Tyga's still in there. Tyga's still kicking it in. I got him on the
stretch. That's a stretch.
He's working. I see him jump on
private. But you know one thing about Tyga?
No, he was on the private jet, yo.
That he can go out of this country.
He's rich as hell. He's
I'm
good.
gonna show you.
No,
I'm
that's not the question. I'm not asking him if he's good and he can. I'm not talking about that.
You just talking about the original 3.
Yeah, like the big people right now that made it from that. Because y'all spoke on Wayne's cosign. And y'all said, look at because
that
of
meant
Wayne,
a lot back then.
But who took that and ran with it though?
Both of them.
Really took that.
He's showing off his sneaker collection. He's still in the game.
I'm not saying he's not.
He had a beach right now.
If anybody that I could name with Nikki and Drake, I could name Tiger. Yeah, for sure. Tiger got a career. Tiger good.
Yeah, Tiger got money.
But my point is,
he banging some bad bitches right now.
Wayne
Lambo repossessed though.
Yeah.
See, but we gotta stop
that
saying
Wayne
money.
Cosign don't mean, you know what I mean? Unless you.
Nah, but this the thing. You're right. It don't mean that you're gonna make it, but it automatically means you're gonna get eyes, and it's based off what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah,
Chucky, Twist, a lot of them.
But look what happened with other rappers. Like Memphis Bleak should have been huge, right?
Oh,
he got the lean from Jay, but that just never materialized. Even
This
though
shit was
I
kind of
thought it was
ass,
fine.
bro. I don't know what Jay seen
when he
with that
first
shit.
came
I
out.
don't know.
He's huge. Listen, it's
Down
hard
here was hard, but that was about it.
It's hard to be like that, yo. It's
fucking what you call it?
Young money kids, all of them ran and they 3 out of 3 is good, bro. They titans now.
And I think the name Memphis,
Nicki Minaj, Tiger, and Drake.
Titans right now.
Acronym,
Whatever they
I
want.
think being in New York, having a name like Memphis Bleak, it kind of like it didn't.
That was before Memphis was even thinking about rap music, at least in New York.
Memphis Bleak?
What?
New York?
I'm saying, in New York's opinion, Memphis didn't exist back then.
He was never. I'm sorry.
Project Pat was like,
I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn kids, we was proud of him. I know his albums. I listen to his shit.
I don't know. I'm from the Bronx. It didn't get that far.
Memphis Bleak was respected for sure. Round Here was sick. Fucking, they had Coming of Age, the sequel was fire. Him and
No
Jigga.
disrespect to Memphis.
Was he on
Bleak.
1-800 Hustler? 1-800 Hustler? Was he on that?
No.
Yeah, I think no.
There was like 6 remixes to that song. I can't tell you.
No, he was not on that.
He wasn't on that. Hey, that was classic. They don't even do that no more.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Bleak didn't look like he really wanted it like that.
See, that was a competition back then.
Because he was 15 when he got signed.
Memphis Bleak is like the employee when you get hired at a new job and then you get there and he's always like, I hate working here because they don't let me go to work for a whole hour.
No, that's Freaky Zeke. That's Freaky Zeke.
Where Bleak, his
He never
podcast
showed up.
career, I don't know if he got. I don't know about that. But who am I to say? You feel me? I don't know either.
Bro, but there's some people that they weren't meant to be like famous. They were just next to the famous person. That shit just splashed on them, and they were like, "Okay, I'll do whatever you gotta do. I'll write a rap song."
Look,
but they don't give a fuck about that shit. Memphis Bleak was one of those
all
guys.
day long. I'll take 2 minutes. That's crazy.
I would have took the Tata route.
Bro, the real rappers would have ran with it, bro. Like J. Rue the Damager until nobody give a fuck about you.
Well,
hey, but look, Nikki, it's not going to be easy moving forward, man. I mean, you're going to have people who's going to have your back. You're going to have people who don't have your back. But moving forward, don't do the Kanye shit and involve us in it. You know what I'm saying? Just go, bro. Like, I don't know why run the social. I don't know, bro.
I got advice for you, Nikki. Don't think that you're going to get people to vote in your favor and that's going to change Jay-Z's mind.
Right.
Take the shit to court like everybody else. Because if you really want the 200 million back, you're gonna need some lawyers. This guy.
How about this? I got an unpopular opinion. I was just talking about this last week. Jay-Z messed up the song "Pound Cake."
Damn, I never even heard it. I stopped listening to Jay-Z a while back with the rooftop.
Drake featuring Jay-Z. It's a Drake song.
Yeah.
But listen to "Pound Cake." He messed the song up, bro.
The beat is ridiculous.
What?
Yo, it's one of the most fire beats I've ever heard. Like Millie spit on it. Millie's did fucking LA Leakers on it. It was crazy.
Yeah, he didn't match the vibe. He came on
Jadakiss and Styles went on it. Like they went.
Oh, so Jay-Z failed? You're saying?
Yes, he fucked the
song.
song.
Oh my god! No,
the remixes were hotter.
Okay, I'm not gonna be the
song up.
Run to see.
He should have came with that lyrical. He was trying to be cool, and you can't do that every time, all the time. You messed the song up, bro.
With that beat that they had, that should have been like an anthem. You know what I mean?
It should have been like Jigga what?
See, that's why I don't like when people talk about Drake, right? Because he gave us Pound Cake.
I can't lie. Drake is a talented nigga. I don't want to lose Drake music. I fuck with Drake music.
Right.
But Drake is like
I'm not the biggest fan of him, and when it comes to certain shit, but I'm happy I like the new song.
But he gave us, like we saying, like pound cake.
Yeah, I like the
right.
I like Drake make hits. I can't deny that.
Yeah,
Feel me? But how much is? What do you think about like Jay-Z? Like he got his son allegedly. He lost that trial, that case. Now he got this Nicki Minaj situation. She talking about, but I don't think she's taking it to court. She just made it public, but I don't think she's taking it to court because she thinks maybe she's trying to keep some type of street code or whatever else.
Unless she go to court, then she got nothing in my eyes.
Well, no. Let's look at it. Right, she's using the same tactics the feds use. Right, I build up a case and sully you socially before I come attack you legally. Right.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a smear campaign. It's very old. Everybody's used it. You make them look bad, then you go in for the kill once they look bad. That's what I'm talking about. Why she's jumping on Jay.
But this is the thing: if she can force an audit, then she got some traction.
You spoke on Jaguar right to me earlier. Or something. No. You and B-Rad mentioned Jaguar right to me earlier off the air.
Yeah.
I don't co-sign her.
This is like I don't either, honestly, but
she was right about a lot.
I do co-sign on where
she's legitimate. She's legitimate. She's legitimate.
She's like Cat Williams.
Give her props. Like I don't like it, but she
go Jaggy.
Everything.
No, but honestly, what y'all think about Hov? Like, I mean, Jay-Z, like, what's going on? Is it over for him? Is the Rooster come to God roast or whatever? Not over, but
third level Freemason. Nah.
I think to become the king of anything, you got to decapitate a few people. You know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z just had to do what he had to do to get where he has to get.
Third level. Nothing.
Yo, do you know what like these rich millionaires have done to get where they've been?
Right. It's like nothing is bulletproof. Bulletproof.
Yes, sir.
Business is
just the same people that said Diddy about to go do time.
Diddy is a goyim.
He's being a whole widow.
Diddy is a goyim. Diddy is a beast. He's not in the brotherhood.
He been hella rich for a long time, moving around.
You don't know what brotherhood I'm talking about. He ain't third level.
The Mason shit.
Okay. In New York.
You think he doesn't have these type of friends?
No, Diddy don't have the discipline to be a Freemason.
I think on the social stature, I think Jay-Z is definitely higher.
To be a fucking Mason, you definitely gotta hold a wife, bro.
Bro, you see the album? What was the name of the album Jay-Z had? Hold on. What was the name of the album Jay-Z had where they had the globe and all that shit behind it with the 3 red marks? What was the name of that shit?
Not 444. Right?
Nah, this is a while ago. Years before 444.
Was it the one with Ye?
No, it was a Jay-Z album.
Yeah, it had the 3 red marks.
It had the 3 red marks. It was all white. It had a globe, the cameras, car. It had a bunch of shit on the globe, and it was all white with 3 red marks down the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that?
It was like 10 plus years ago. It was an album though, and that right there was a symbolization that I'm now third level.
Magna Carta?
I'm now third level. So you gotta understand what comes with that.
The Magna Carta.
Oh, it was the Hold on, no. It probably was. It probably was the Magna Carta.
No, it was Blueprint 3.
It was Blueprint 3.
Blueprint 3
was Blueprint 3.
Blueprint.
And that was the finalization. Now I'm third, right? So moving forward, that was 10 plus years ago. Bulletproof. In New York, bulletproof.
Bro, when he dropped the Magna Carta, I knew he was in. Because that's, you know what that is, right? That's like the order that they put.
She better have a gold sting. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no gold sting, you can't play ball. You gotta have a team of gold stings fucking with that.
Yeah, I don't know. She don't got the money to go head to head with him.
That's what I say. There's some people in business, they won't fuck with you if you would play your wife because they don't believe that you would.
If Jay-Z's guys were worried about it, they would have sent it to cease and desist immediately.
Oh, listen, hey, you know what would be a good tactic she can do? What if Nikki come out with Solange? They do some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that'll pick some traction. Now we cooking with oil, baby.
That's some DX versus the Nation World Wrestling Federation shit right
All she got to is take a black and white picture with Solange. You know what I'm saying? A picture worth 1,000 words. Just send that to the internet.
Let me end this off with the whole thing. Not end it, but I want to speak on something before we go. There's no jump for chaos. You know, we touched on it lightly, but I'm gonna tell you right now. When Kevin Gates visited 4 Xtra in the hospital.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it's on.
You got a video on this?
Yeah,
it's public. I don't gotta
watch this shit. Find find that shit. Let's watch it.
He wasn't answering Adam calls.
He wasn't answering Adam's call. He already was asking where's my birthday gift? Why I ain't to Adam? He was already thinking like he gonna get special treatment because he feel like in his brain he's
There's a
bringing
word for that, and I
no
can't say
jumper.
it.
You know, because these guys didn't see these guys are not familiar with the internet. They didn't see people like Crip Mac. They didn't see people like all the people that Adam ran through.
Yo, disposed of
AD,
them.
T-Rail.
Bro, he ran through so
House
many.
phone. House phone is the worst
House
because you was my
phone,
homie
house
and
phone.
you been with my girl. So it's like.
So he's
And
feeling
he
like
paid. I paid for his mom's funeral. You know, so after that, I already knew what type of person he was. When you go to
when
that
he did
low,
that shit,
it's
that
like
was crazy.
wow. Yeah.
So now you know.
Crazy for me.
Yeah.
Adam is feeling like. I mean, yeah. For Xtra is looking at it like, damn, this nigga really don't fuck with me. He really learning. You feel me? But hold on, let me watch this.
Bro, that is so crazy, bro.
These dudes are sensitive. Gangsters are sensitive.
This shit happening real IRL, bro.
Most gangsters don't have their parents and they don't have the love, the family love. They find that love in the streets. When they find something that they think is love, they hella sensitive on me, like, and he feel away. Now you got Kevin Gates who cried on camera, Kevin Gates who always showed his sensitivity and things like that. Yeah, he see the black man. Go ahead, EST, but he see the black man going through it, and you know, in his brain, he a Muslim, he all that type of shit. You could imagine what was said.
Not even that. Lamar Jackson, quarterback Lamar Jackson, tweeted about him. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part about it is they be all for the game until something tragic happened, and then they're asking the public and the civilians for help and support. You know what I'm saying?
You've been hurting other people ops all your life. You hurt your friend. You blew his face up. Now you got to deal with them type of feelings. How do you?
And I don't like the extortion thing they've been going on. Like, don't talk about him. Don't laugh. That ain't funny. Well, what if I think knocking a person out who telling you out on gangbang and stumping them out is not funny?
That shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So my funny don't matter, but yours, you know. So it's like
what make you better? And that's a lot of you LA niggas. I ain't gonna lie. I was locked up
with
crazy motherfuckers because I know how y'all move and think. Y'all think y'all better somehow than the rest of everybody else. But y'all gotta realize, it's killers and murder, all that shit everywhere, homie.
See, but that's the problem there, though. You see how we go with killers, right? This the thing.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, y'all don't speak for the majority of the black culture.
Cool.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, that ain't that. Those are crazy. Those are sick people, sick-minded.
Right.
People. So
we need to stop.
We want them to represent us. That's crazy. I know what you
see in society say that, right? That's the 20, but when it's the 80% of everyday people who normally, they got hands, they'll shoot to protect themselves. But it's the every common day black folk. Y'all don't represent that over, you know, it's the 20%. Cool.
We got kids.
But
now when we got kids, it's time to get a different perspective.
And they arguing with civilians on the internet about what they're saying. So it's like, since when did the street nigga care about what's going on over here? You know what I'm saying? Mr. Street Guy, I'm not internet. Why are you worrying about what they're saying in the comment section?
And it's a big problem with people like me, Chi.
Oh, we busters. It's like, okay, buster. We on the internet together.
Rubs them the wrong way.
It's a bad problem with somebody like Chi or me or you, you know what I mean, promote this killer. It's bad. It's stupid.
Bro, I'm getting into it with people on Instagram now. They calling me a buster because he's talking about real niggas didn't think that was funny.
They think you're
only civilians.
Tell them run up on you.
I'm like, bro, it's like,
don't
worry. Do that in here. Especially do that here.
Yeah, look, leave that. I'll let you
listen. Civilians matter.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now they be trying to undermine us.
We the people. Civilians is everything. Yeah. Not just.
But my thing is, what can you do? What do you do in your What can you do in your everyday without a civilian? I'm saying nothing. So it's like they be trying to undermine it. You know,
gangsters I know, they ask me for help, money, for this, for that. Like
and they talking about real niggas don't celebrate when something happens, bro. Real niggas be getting killed, and they throw whole parties. What are you talking about? They got blunts, call them packs. Remember? Ain't that what we talking about?
That's a fact.
So they celebrate that.
And we not saying we don't love them niggas. We understand or whatever else, but at the same time, they don't deserve no type of credit, really.
They don't tell them, but I'm just saying you don't go tell them, hey, stop partying because y'all killed somebody. Stop partying. Don't say that, pack. You know what I'm saying? It's not funny. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't do that. They be want to have shit both ways, man.
when you're dealing with people, and I want
because if it's behind my opinion, it was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, soldier. All right. Well, Kevin Gates visit Core Extra. We know what Kevin Gates is about. I'm gonna ask y'all what y'all think Kevin Gates told him in that hospital when I'm done. Let me see this video though. I just want to watch. I know we going long, y'all. Pause. But let's just play this.
Man, real came here, come to my brother, man. I respect that. Streets love you, man. For real. Real shit. Gangland, man. Neighborhood. Pull like 38 on cut.
Wait, is Kevin Gates neighborhood? Nah, let's keep going.
Hey, but that's the one who Baby Runner was the one who going at everybody mad because of people laughing or making light of it.
Oh, thank you for putting context to it because I'm not tapped into that.
Yeah, dude who dapped him up, that's Baby Runner. You know what I'm saying?
So, Kevin
that's
Gates
Mika.
out here, no homo, no Diddy. But Kevin Gates, this nigga, he been in the gym. This motherfucker. I'm like, I ain't even recognize this nigga. I swear to God.
That's crazy.
Vernon Avenue, I'm back, bitch. Vernon Avenue. Home speed, home, 410. 4 times 10, bitch. On Vernon Avenue, you know I'm at. DS. 410, bitch.
This is
okay, I was gonna say while he's holding the phone with.
I'm back, bitch. On Vernon Avenue. Club hat. 10 on me. This is my life. 10 on.
That nigga be on volume 10, boy. That shit hilarious.
Oh man. Oh god.
Hey, you know they took Don't Panic page.
Hey, you hear me? I'm in with all this pressure.
Look, that's the right hand he's talking about. That's the right. I think he's right hand. He was too My thing is when you got, and I'm a nigga that I don't know, but I'm just telling you, you got a certain amount of power in your hood, and then you got that certain power physically and power, you know, probably even mentally.
Yeah.
You can't move like that. Nobody. You can't be that. I ain't gonna say what you can't
Put
do,
yourself in those kind of risks.
Yeah, because I think God is like.
Yeah,
I believe
it's like
in
he's
God.
not being grateful.
I believe in
He ain't
God.
no different
like,
than my. Me too. He ain't no different than my older turned up cousins. I keep telling them, turn down. A lot of them ain't here.
Down, bro.
A lot of them ain't here no more.
It's better when you can internalize that and have that in your brain, but not show it. That's way better. It's way more. It's hella dangerous, but it's way better too for your own health. I ain't gonna lie. And that's why we spoke on me and EST and B-Rad. We did plenty podcasts about this gangster element stepping into this podcast world. It's dangerous. You feel me? And it don't gotta be from ops though. Obviously, look at this shit. If he wasn't that turned up, this shit wouldn't have happened to him. Sorry, that's a fact. It's a fact.
You just gotta move different, man.
That's the trick though. They put us in though. They put us in that trick of trying to care or fall into that. Well, meantime, like the people who Casanat, I Show Speed, these multi-millionaires are people who follow. It ain't even gotta be positive. It's just they're not caring about the tough shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, and then check this. No markets, no sponsors. Nobody's gonna sponsor that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna sponsor that. You can't take that to no advertisement companies. Yeah, you can't. So then they get to a point of what the hell are we doing on here? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing it for?
Trying to transition.
You know what I'm saying? Then we stagnating ourselves.
The culture. Challenge, y'all could get sponsors.
And then
keep it up.
And then when they say, if we do something it hurts us as a people and as a message, but equals virality, it sends the wrong message of reward for risk.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah, that's facts. And they're willing to trade that too. That's scary.
That's so fucked up crazy.
Oh man, I hope he ain't do no zesty shit.
Yeah, so why is he? Look at this is zesty alone though.
Why
I ain't gonna lie,
this is nah, fuck that, man. We about to touch. Hey, I tried, man. I ain't want to say nothing. I was like,
get him out of here.
In my mind, in my back of my mind, I was like, That nigga probably want to look at him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh
like that nigga be, bro. Like, then you show it.
Yeah, you got to remember who's behind the camera.
Like,
Yeah, I didn't even want to notice that, bro. But I
I'm
had
trying, man. I'm trying,
Not
Kevin. It's like,
not gonna lie. And
why the camera so close?
No Diddy. He trying to look real cute. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like this is kind of creepy, bro. Borderline creepy.
For who? That's my
What is
question.
he doing? Why this? You know, and that's like, why ain't they back up when you did that?
Oh, 10 feet, bro.
He's not from Tennessee, homie. He from New Orleans. Don't get it twisted.
No, he's from Baton Rouge.
Louisiana.
Oh, he in the car. Okay, I can see what's going on now.
I want to see what.
And then they put this. I don't know how that goes from that.
That was my fault.
Okay.
I thought they was gonna show him in the hospital, but I guess this is him on the way. We don't gotta watch
this. Him flexing the whole time.
We don't gotta watch this. But my point is, and we all know Kevin Gates always, and y'all can say what y'all want, but he always went against the machine, and he been rich because he do his own solo thing.
Yeah, no, he definitely that.
And he do his music, and he been consistent.
He's not pop.
You could imagine what he's telling the 4 Extra. You could imagine why he made
dropping
that
some
move.
knowledge. He dropping some knowledge, but he ain't saying nothing to everybody around him who love him, or just the people who care about his character. Ain't said to him. Wack done the same thing. Wack try to be a mentor. He don't want one. You know what I'm saying? He don't want a mentor.
Okay, let me show the picture one more time.
Go ahead.
He's shining. He's Kevin Gates. He ain't Wack 100.
Right.
He Kevin Gates. Look at what he pull up in and what he wearing. It's a different look. You feel me? It's not an average. Your people, your loved ones. This is Kevin Gates.
But we talking about a 36-year-old man, though.
It is so Kevin Gates that it's not even about what he's wearing because he's not wearing anything.
I know, but he is around his neck. Like he's showing you. I'm like.
He left
but we heard Adam say for context. We heard Adam say, he's not answering my phone calls. He stopped answering. And the next thing I know, I look on the internet and Kevin Gates is there, and it's like,
yeah, but we know the context though.
That's why he don't want to come back.
He was mad about his birthday. EST. He was like, I ain't get no birthday. He really feel like, and you said it on the last episode. He's 27 in his head. He really feels like I'm making your channel lit. I'm fresh out low. I'm back. I'm out the back. Like, look what I'm gonna do to 607 when you ain't here, Adam. If Adam, you ain't here, hey, the white man. If you not here, look, I'm gonna threaten this black man and tell him I'm gonna kill him.
That's
he actually chased away an asset too, because I don't necessarily agree with his stuff, but
thank you.
That would have been a better asset.
Give it up. Give it up. Unc is a nigga out here in these YouTube streets. Sorry.
Oh, his name
I'm sorry.
He's ringing bells right now in the yard.
I wouldn't say a nigga, bro. He don't have an established podcast network that's even say that. He go to everybody else shit.
When I first heard of him, he had his own shit.
Sorry.
No, him and CC are the same niggas. They the same niggas, bro. They got a little connections and they go to people park, but that don't necessarily mean you got,
You know how Unc is right now? When you locked up and then you see that one dude that he's always talking mad shit and then everybody get locked in and you go to sleep and then you wake up the next day and then you see the other dude getting dragged out in a fucking bag and you're like, word, and everybody look at him and they're like, nah, you serious, that guy? And then you just got to give him his props because nobody really saw it. You know what I'm saying?
Without the beat down, without the super gangbang stories and the beat down stories and all that.
I was trying to
look. Honestly, look, Chief. He respects Charleston White. You should respect Unc. Period.
Oh God,
I respect 607 Unc, but I just don't be trying to like put it. It's not what everybody making it seem. Because if you take away all that crazy saying crazy shit and have a straight conversation, then a lot of that shit is gone, bro. That's gonna get old. It's gimmicky. I don't like gimmicky shit.
Nah, this is entertainment.
To me, bro.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. That's that shock jock. They like it. Slapstick. Bing bong, bing bong. Okay.
Everybody gotta do that shit though. So, I mean, not everybody, but there's lanes.
Yes.
Lanes.
Yeah, there's lanes. I guess that's his lane.
Boy, girl. But it's like, bro, if you gotta do that, then never mind. You know what I'm saying? Never mind.
You're right.
He be too much. He be extra.
I fuck with Unc. Adam made a video about your peoples over there at Back on the Fig. He said T-Rail struggling.
He's obsessed. He's obsessed.
He said
Oh, this is crazy.
T-Rail is struggling and this and that. I fuck with Back on Fig, and he said, I gotta play it because he said some lies.
But hold on. That's coming from somebody who just said I'm going bankrupt. I shouldn't have oversized this and that. But you worrying about his profit when meanwhile you got a whole warehouse that you can't sustain. And then you got a cast that's a revolving door. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the Adam and Wax show, then what? Meanwhile, you weren't about Back on Fig. But Back on Fig have live shows. It don't seem like he trying to be analytical about everything. They got multiple podcasts. They doing their thing. I mean, that's losing, then sign me up for that.
He said they don't got sponsors. I watched the episode. They had sponsors. I'm like, I want to watch it so I could discount a lot of stuff.
He comparing himself. How long has No Jumper been out?
But if you stuck with No Jumper's album,
I think
you don't believe everything he said.
Yeah, going on 15 years damn near. You're going on 20 years damn near. And he comparing himself to T-Rail Back on Fig that ain't even 5 years old.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say he comparing him, but
he is, bro.
Violated him.
He is. He got dope. You know, Dope Panic page got took because he posted 4 extras picture, the graphic one. They took his page. You know, he was dedicated to going at Flacco and Adam.
But that's Wild Biscuit. You can't do some stuff like that, bro.
Yeah, you can't do that. You should have blurted it out or something. Yeah.
To be honest, I know you used to watch Back on Fig. Do you still watch Back on Fig? Yes.
Hell yeah, every day. Every day, bro. They the next best thing out here, bro. It's like ain't nobody else got that style of doing it like that. It's different. I like the characters, you know what I'm saying? So I just rock with that. You know, you see Whack come on there, everybody play their part on there.
Yeah, when you told me, you was like, fuck with the, you know what I mean? And I definitely did. I love the community, the Back on Fig,
Pun.
Also AD channel too.
Yeah.
But the shit Adam was saying, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find it, but he went crazy recently on T-Rail in specific. Why you think he going at T-Rail though so hard?
Because T-Rail T-Rail didn't kick it off, but let's be honest, that was the best talent that he had. AD, T-Rail, Duno, he was the one bringing in.
Best.
When you break down, when you start breaking down all them guests who was coming on there back then, that was AD and T-Rail. You know what I'm saying? And this the thing why I say he don't like them, right? Because instead of incentivizing them going home and starting their own network up under No Jumper, he actually got away from them because they was doing that. Bad businessman. Bad business right there. You should have just signed them up under the contract and got them to do up under the umbrella.
So you think that was him or no? Because honestly,
he said it.
He
said it.
No, AD left Adam, homie. They like
Adam. Yeah, he left.
He said no. Adam said they start going home and doing content that I feel like was a little top notch, better than what they was giving us.
Yeah, but
he
said that after AD left him.
No, AD was still there. They was when they was there. Both T-Rail and AD was potting. They were going home from from No Jumper, and going home, and both of them separately going live. Pun came on a little later, but they kicked it off. And look, Adam seen the response. He's like, "Oh hell no, you can't be competing with me, and I employ you." That's what it was, and he'll never say that. Wow. Instantly a hit for both of them.
Okay,
that's facts.
I found the clip. It's very Adam is a vicious motherfucker. And me and B Rad, we watched the earlier the whole King Pill situation.
Bush, what get worse than I paid for your mother's funeral? Telling the world that. What get worse than that? Like, come on, bro. I would have popped on him.
But let's watch.
Do we have to listen to Whack fucking 100?
I'm sorry.
Shout out 100 side, man.
Hey, yes, I fuck with you for that.
I'm Renegade though. They don't fuck with me. I'm just Renegade.
Hey, I'm Renegade one. Renegade, but I'm
you 50 side. You halfway there.
Nah, I'm all 100. I'm just a Renegade.
No, I know you are.
You don't know. He ain't on no side. He EST side. He is a wobbler. That's it.
And Intune.
He's a wobbler. You never know which way he's gonna go, but I like it.
Let's go.
Is that T-Rail is broke? Let's talk about it.
Well, how you know that, bro?
Well, he accidentally revealed his YouTube dashboard, and it turns out.
Hey, B-Rad, all of little extra reactions. Look at you. Why you laughing so hard at T-Rail?
He's a stalker. No, he laughing at Adam.
Because Adam just put him. He just smashed him so hard.
He's
That's
not
crazy.
Crazy.
You can't if you're not in tune with T-Rail, then you gonna believe everything he say because he said T-Rail got no sponsors. I just watched back on Fig and they said this show is sponsored by blah blah blah, some real sponsors.
They got a bunch of. They got Mr. Mushies. They got the sports betting. They got the fantasy.
But still, he's got that coming in. But other than that, he's saying he's broke. Like that's not going to generate enough money.
Let's go.
He was on stream and like he had his YouTube analytics open in one window and he accidentally showed it for a split second. One of the fans screenshotted it and it basically shows that in the last month, his entire operation has earned $7,500. Now keep in mind that money from that has to go to his wife, Heather, as well as Smack.
We're talking about a month, 7,500.
Yeah, we don't know because
the last
you know they give us
months.
7 days, 28. They give a year. We don't know what that was. It could have been 7 days.
Other revenue streams of revenue he get because every time I watch they live, they getting hits from super chats. They getting hits. From this,
They
this,
do
that,
numbers.
And they get
their Patreon is probably
right.
numbers.
What the fuck is he even talking about?
Let's go.
And then they also have to pay for the place where they record. They also have to pay a couple of employees. So a lot of people.
But
so do you.
But yeah, exactly. But that's going to the point I'm about to say. Adam knows what the fuck you got to go through to run the type of shit that he's running. So Adam know what's going on with them. Adam got more of a
no. He's wrong, Bush. Let me tell you why he's wrong.
Why?
Because unlike him, Heather owns Sorella Warehouse, right? So who said who even go to say there's overhead? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You're right. Let's go.
Money, there's no money to pay anybody.
A lot of people.
I've been to a spot.
My estimation.
And of course, whack bitch ass playing both sides or whatever. Let's go.
He's podcasting for free. He's basically breaking even, maybe even losing money.
No, he's losing money because his spot. If he's getting some love, he's 5,000 to 7,000.
And this is the problem with that too, is that at first it was like a warehouse for his girls' clothing line. But the clothing line is basically like bankrupt now, or they're not operational anymore.
Okay, I want to know why EST. Why would you think he say her clothing line is bankrupt now? Why would
because he know that T-Rail been pivot from Last Kings. Don't nobody even say that, wear that. So I don't know why he trying to bring Last Kings up in his failures. You know, like we can bring up his endeavors and his failures that he tried. You know what I'm saying? All his shit ain't been home run, you know, but no. He talking about the clothing line. When the Last Kings was like a decade plus ago.
Nah, but no jumper store, I'm sure is booming. I make educated
No, it's not.
guess.
He closed it down. He closed it.
I'm wrong. Then I'm wrong.
He closed it. Yes.
I thought it was merch.
But so at first he was just paying a percentage of the bill for the room.
This is all
in the back.
projection.
Now he's got to cover the whole rent because the whole business is done. Like they're not selling clothes for girls anymore.
Because looking at the building is like in a like Chatsworth, kind of William Hills type Canoga Park area.
Okay.
Nice build, not too far from the 101.
Right.
The front part is all him.
They go Wax saying some irrelevant shit that don't even.
Yeah, the address was a little crazy.
It's all him.
Always.
Shut the. Now let me stop.
The open area around is all him, and then in the back they had merch, but he told me it was merch, so I thought it was.
It's the stuff for her clothing line.
Yeah, I thought it's community.
I'm sick of this sucker shit playing both sides, bitch ass shit though. I see that from a mile away. I hate this shit. I'm sorry.
I kind of seen it too, you know, but they playing the game just like he playing the game. And you know, to be honest, Back on Fig kind of bigger than this show. That show right there.
Back on Fig is bigger than this show, and it's bigger than Wax channel. So Wax love when
it's not bigger than Plug. See, but how about this? All he's saying about Heather and this and that, bro, that's the same thing with Plug Talk. You don't think we know? You don't think we know? Plug Talk is one that keeping that shit up. It ain't no jumper.
I just, I was about to say, I'm sure Plug Talk making money because it's about that. We love that. I never witnessed it, but I'm sure I would if I got some money. I want to pay for the shit. But
and make the money to the point where you letting another dude mess with your wife.
Yeah, but it's gonna make money though. You know, but you know it's definitely gonna make money. That's like me. Oh,
that is definitely not a way I want to make
people
money.
When we had when our channel was lit, I say, "Oh, my girl about to go bang all a lot of people on this channel."
Yeah, so he can say the most about T-Rail, but guess what? He ain't letting another dude mess with his girl and sell it online for profit.
She said, "Oh yeah."
That's
No,
so
it's a fact.
fucking.
Like if
There's
you
money,
gonna
man.
let your girl get banged, that's a guaranteed ticket. No matter what.
Yeah.
How can you say anything about anybody?
I'll tell you something. I'm not gonna walk away from that from that
I'm
kind
not
of
And your girl could be a pig, or she
I
could
don't
be a
give
dime.
a.
It don't matter.
I'm standing by her until she gets tired of me. Shit. I'll take all
big
those
community merch. So, but the building at least costing him probably 5 to 7. But maybe he just had a bad month. I mean, what if the other month?
Shut your bitch ass up.
What's his?
The thing
60,
is,
70, 80.
The thing is that if you go to Social Blade and look at his views per month,
Bitch ass should have checked them and said, "Nah, T-Rail,
Social
my
Blade.
homie. Why you trying to clown my homie?
Yeah.
T-Rail is my nigga. He should have."
Who even thinks to do that for somebody else? My fault.
Yo,
That's so weird. That's extra weird.
Hey,
that's what
man,
you
it's
check, bro.
money. What you mean?
Social
Now we
Blade.
talking about him going to Social Blade and looking up his analytics. Like, why are you even thinking about that, bro? Like that's grown men don't think about that.
Because he's a fucking
Adam is
headhunter
a
out
demon.
here.
Adam
He's
is
a
a
headhunter.
demon. He a demon.
That's not no. That's not headhunting. Headhunting is producing great content. What you're doing is
That's what
girly
he-
Adam.
no, Adam
Let me check his
been
bank. Let me check his
You
numbers.
can't say Adam ain't been producing great content.
He's more
No,
like
he
a roadside
hasn't.
bomber.
I just said the
My
Wagon
numbers
Adam
are
show is
great.
the best content they got.
Okay then. So what you mean? He produced
No,
great
I'm
content.
saying, but out of this whole people, your whole roster, you got to go here. And this is a new show. This is a baby compared to the No Jumper universe.
You're
You know what I'm saying? They got rid of what's the dude name? Suspect. They got rid of Brandon.
They ain't get rid of Suspect. I believe Suspect will be back.
No, he said.
Let's just keep it a buck. No Jumper sucks, and it sucked for a while now.
I'm not signing that.
To the point where y'all got to be
I'm
naked,
not
y'all got to be
signing that.
shirtless with baby oil on.
It's been sucked for a minute.
And I don't fuck with Adam in the certain moves, but I can't co-sign that because I'm in
But
this
this the
YouTube
thing.
world. I'm
love
being
Adam.
realistic.
You
Okay.
I'm
love
looking
Adam.
at real content. Adam been producing real shit, and he on fire right there.
No,
He
$1 million
on
worth
fire
of game
right
been
there.
putting out $1 million worth of game
let's
been
be
putting out
honest.
real
They
hip hop
report-
content.
Yeah, you're right.
They
you're right.
report
That ain't
about
real
this
hip hop.
If you want to compare, I'm not gonna win
they
that battle.
But $1 million worth of game is a baby compared to No Jumper. You got all
But
the
I'm
extras.
not gonna.
They're
You're
just
right.
reporting.
Yeah, good point.
They're just reporting on themselves half the fucking time.
That's it. That's
Good
it.
point, EST. But
And anytime
I
they do
still-
a panel or a news, don't nobody watch it.
Hey, B-Rad, you're right too. But I still can't deny that this motherfucking white boy is a genius, and he been in his content is, man, I can't deny it. And y'all know where I stand with the Coach of Ocean shit and all that other shit, but he been producing that cool content that been rocking. I'm sorry.
He's definitely relevant. He's relevant in the culture conversation. Anybody who says he's not is a fucking hater. Like, let's be honest. But
I wouldn't
but
say
the
that
content
though.
since AD left, the content has been lacking, in my opinion. There was a couple, the Sharp did
You're
his thing
talking
for a
about
while.
content with integrity. Yeah, I get it.
No,
Yeah, you're right.
no, because check this. We can go to Drink Champs. They don't necessarily have integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Drink
You
Champs
go
is garbage lately.
No,
I don't
Drink
watch
No,
it.
we can go to
kinda
Breakfast
sucks
Club.
lately.
They don't necessarily have integrity. We talking about
I'm
hip
sorry,
hop
you a
platforms.
new
Them
Chi.
ask the same fucking questions
Yeah,
over
Chi,
and
you
over
know
and over.
Drink Champs is garbage. Drink Champs is
Yo, I'm sorry, but
I love
Drink Champs-
Nori.
You know what it is
Yeah.
with Drink Champs for me is that Drink Champs is the only place in the world where they honor the artist before the artist dies. So I have to honor that type of platform.
That's
that
cool.
gives
Yeah,
that
they get
But
the
they got plenty
You're right.
viral clips
For
in this
me,
universe,
for
right?
me.
We got the
Yeah,
Diddy.
and they gave us a
Jada
lot
shit.
of viral clips.
Anything I watch of theirs
They
is
the
at
legends.
least
They
a
the
year and a
goats.
half old.
They the ghosts.
Like the
But guess
Jadakiss
what?
one is fire.
Guess what?
No, the
y'all gonna
Diddy
catch
shit.
up
The
with me
Diddy
later.
shit.
Y'all gonna catch up with me later. And y'all don't know every Nori album that he put out in the 90s. I know every lyric. I was a Nori. I was like such a big fan.
CNN.
So let me tell you something.
CNN, yeah.
Drink Champs is garbage, man. Sorry. That's my opinion. But anyway.
But you know what? It's to a point where how much can we drink and smoke? You get what I'm saying?
No, I get that part. It might give a wrong message, but
Right.
but you got to look at it like if you were in a night setting in a bar, you're not gonna
Right.
think, oh, is this gonna be for
Hey,
kids? You know what
Mav
I'm saying?
Hoffa had more Mav
big
Hoffa
money
had more
behind that show.
contribution to the hip hop
Not
podcast.
Yeah,
how
Listen
for
to
sure
Phil.
is another
and
one
I
to
hate
watch.
that nigga. He from Brooklyn. I don't like the way he carried it. I'm sorry. And it's sad what happened I can't be like being me from the us from the hood or whatever. We can't. It's against the law to hate on somebody like Mav Hoffa who made a platform. You know what I mean?
No, a
But
lot
at
of
the
people
same
hate
time,
on Math.
I hate him. Sorry. I hate a lot of shit he did. And it's like the karma is real. I mean, not even the karma, but you can't move like that. I appreciate that, B-Rad, you saying that. But you can't move like that. And look what's going on, bro. Look what's going on. And he fucked up. He could have. We need good platforms from people like him. But you're not gonna see that show no more. And then you see what's them two dudes, EST? They got a bad fuel. They got a successful platform, and they cool. They good. Off. They good. I respect them, and they're not even Brooklyn boys. They Queens boys. Math Hoffa the Brooklyn boys. But Math Hoffa was doing like, if you're gonna sell you, like get in there and
they just having hip hop conversations.
Math Hoffa made a lot of wrong moves because he got.
They not doing no jumper shit. Money. A lot of them not doing no jumper shit. He just keep the mess going, and he know it's like Jerry Springer. You get what I'm saying? That's all that shit is.
Y'all want to watch the rest of that shit?
Man,
this was a normal.
You said you good because you don't want us. You about to hear us going that whack ass too. So you don't want to...
Nah, y'all. I know y'all gonna go at him. It's just that he be hating on T-Rail, bro. He got the bigger platform, so it seemed like he winning. But come on, man. Don't nobody. If ain't nobody doing shit like what 4 Xtra just did, ain't nobody talking about. Ain't nobody talking about that. Anybody talking? Everybody waiting on Crip Mac to get out. That's it.
I am too. Because Crip Mac was, y'all call him the R word and whatever else, but guess what? He was smart enough to know how to keep it. You know what I mean? He knew what he's doing. He know this. He
just had old girl on there talking about T-Mac.
I mean C-Mac. 4 Xtra got it twisted. Oh, I'm the son. You muted.
I'm gonna tell you something about Crip Mac. That dude is from the Disney Channel. All the has-beens from the Disney Channel are fucking.
Tell him about Crip Mac. Tell him why I love Crip Mac.
Clout chasers.
Yo, if it wasn't for Crip Mac, we wouldn't be here right now.
I swear to God.
That's the first one. That was the originator, none greater. He's crazy. He was boxing people, getting drugged. Yo, he was talking his own language.
No, bro. But he kept it, and when he didn't get too tough.
It's all an act, bro.
Threatened that he gonna kill people.
He kept it a stack. He played it up, but he kept it a stack.
He knew
you know what really did it?
ESC, because you defended 4 Xtra's behavior when he got violated. No, you did when you said, "Oh, you talking about the gay stuff?" Yeah, he had the right to talk like that. But guess what? If Crip Mac, if that happened to Crip Mac, you think he would be dumb enough to do that type of shit? To really if it's not a threat, if it's not some real op to do that dumb shit,
I think he would have asked him to get down. But
I swear to God, that's
when C-Mac let people see the cat.
Crip Mac,
when he did that whole cat thing, that's what took him out, bro. That's
if you remember that got real ops that's want to kill you, and you making a new op that you don't even know that's from a whole nother state. I will kill you because you bigger and tougher, and you brought all your boys. And they in your town, you're dumb and goofy.
Nah, that's
I'm
dumb.
sorry,
that's
you're goofy. Crip Mac wouldn't do that goofy shit.
Yeah,
and guess what?
Doing that, you can have a short lifespan.
That's the same equivalent of lighting the damn M80 in the car. That's the same. Lighting the M80 in the car, my nigga. I'm a real.
Hey, guess what? Guess what they found out, yo? Guess what they found out? It wasn't an M80. It was an M1000.
Oh my God!
That's what I said. It was a super blockbuster. I said that last time. That's a massive charge.
Could you imagine though? No, honestly, if y'all ever fuck with fireworks, because I did. Now imagine that shit right there next to you going off.
Bro,
that's
very good.
I'm talking about M80. I never did no M1000. I never seen that. I seen an M80, and I don't want that shit nowhere near me.
Growing up, my brother's good friend, he was at a 4th of July party when he was young, and somebody threw a firework over the fence. This kid's older brother picked it up to throw it back, and it turned out to be a blockbuster. And when he was throwing it back, it went off in his hand. He had nothing left. It was completely shredded.
I don't know though. Have you ever been in the gun range with it letting off like one of these AR-15s or some shit like that?
Yeah.
That's the level of the sound that you're doing.
Yeah.
That power.
And the shockwave. The shockwave.
E47 is so loud.
But then that piece of dynamite in your hand.
Yeah, that's a whole ball game.
That's the part, bro. Like even if it's not lit, that is scary to have in your possession because it could go off.
Yeah.
Like
if you put a pack of firecrackers, in your hand and close your fist, that's gonna really mess your hand up. You know what I mean? If you hold it open,
that
it'll
tell
just
me
explode
that
out.
I don't think 4Xtra ever handled them slammers, them big things like that.
No.
He probably have, but not
I'm
an
talking about them
M1000.
things. Now I ain't talking about fireworks. I'm talking about them other things. If you know
I
the
think
level of
4Xtra.
danger that you holding in your hand, type of shit.
Yeah, he
Like,
didn't know.
come on now,
He
like
did not
He
have a
doesn't
clue.
strike me as
It
a
look fun.
munitions
It's
type of
green and
guy.
red, and they don't understand
would think.
it's really gunpowder. It's a big
You
block
would
of
think, yeah,
gunpowder.
that's gunpowder.
The
Bro,
M, I
stop.
believe, stands for munitions, and it's like 1,000 grains of black powder. Like it's used for
I
fucking
cannot
blowing up.
believe.
Like that's
the one
used
that
for
could
blowing
speak
up shit in
right now.
mines. That's like a
We all
that's like
from
the
New
set
York.
charge in a mine.
EST could speak on this shit, though. I know he like
That's
you don't
serious
fuck around,
problem.
bro. But
That's
anyway, this was
serious
a great show.
problem.
We approaching 3
Yeah.
hours. Man,
Oh
Intune
wow,
Perspective,
look at
we on
that.
fire. But
We was.
hey, what y'all think, man? We about to end this thing. EST, what you think?
I think Cheese Dog was awesome.
He froze.
Yeah, he was over. Yeah, he was over here
say?
showing. I had to mute it and call the motherfucker over
He
here.
said
Me.
who? What'd he say? What'd you say,
My
B-Ray?
dog.
You think what was awesome?
The dog was sitting
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
back.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
doing the whole Wizard of Oz thing.
Hey, Gee, you don't know. Me and the homie, we I had my dog, he had his dog.
Sure.
That's what we've been doing. I miss
He's
my
been
dog.
standing at the window all night.
Yeah, yo, that's my little puppy right there. I was like, cause with this new microphone, bro, like I could just go anywhere now, bro. Like it's
It's
lit,
sick.
bro.
Is that one of the little furry ones? I can't see it. It's behind their name. Oh yeah, nice. I keep seeing those. Everybody's got them. It's a good quality microphone. It's a quality microphone.
Yeah, DJI, yo. So now I'm like, yo, I don't even gotta fucking do nothing crazy. I've been seeing a lot of content creators with this. So I was like, well, I have to get one of these. Yo, you know what it is with me? I like every day I wake up and I'll be like, what would a content creator like Kai Cenat be doing? What would he use? What type of, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll go to the stream, I'll watch and see, be like, oh, okay,
for sure.
Bro. And that's how I be knowing, bro. And
there's like a certain aesthetic
quality.
of like if you look the part, then people take you as it, which that shit matters for sure.
Yeah, like people don't feel weird when you pull out a camera. You got a professional mic like this. They're like, oh, they get it right away. Oh, you're a content creator.
Put some fucking money into this. He's obviously cares. It's not some idiot sticking a portable like earbud in their face. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. And when you say, and also when you speak the language, when they hear you talking about the chat, you tell them to the chat something. They're like, yo, did you say chat? I'm like, yeah, I was talking to the chat. And they're like, oh, okay, yo, you are a streamer, huh? I'm like, yeah. Doing my job. Yo, I was just checking my Social Blade. Yo, Social Blade? Bro, on YouTube, I'm doing 1 million views.
Damn.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, that's crazy. Bro, the things you find out. Yeah,
Respect.
I was checking.
Respect.
Yo, thank you. I did not even know. When we said, I was like, damn, I haven't tried Social Blade since before I was like viral.
Ours was crazy. It was telling us that we had like, X amount of 100 views in India and all these different countries and shit. I was like, yo, we were popping in India apparently.
That's crazy. That's fire, yo. I got a C- grade. C- grade on YouTube and B- on Instagram. And on YouTube I do 1.3 million views. I've been around since December 2014. You can see I've been trying, bro, since December 2014.
We gotta keep these lives going, but the whole thing is making shorts out of the lives.
That was the year after. That was the year after my second felony, 2014. I was like, yo, I just got sentenced, and I was like, I gotta. Yes, I'm gonna become a streamer.
Yeah, well, I mean, one thing wasn't.
It didn't work out.
Might as well switch.
It took 11 years later.
Hey, listen, we're all still learning lessons on a daily.
That means you like a PhD.
It is working out.
You feel me? That means you got
a PhD. I got a PhD in this shit, yo. I made all the mistakes. Yo, when I look at my first videos, they are so cringe. They are so cringe. Like, oh my God. Bro, I didn't even know what I was doing, but I kept them. I kept them.
Neither did we. We just started talking shit.
Yo, wow. Same here, yo. You guys are very talented. You guys are all talented, man. Thank you for having me on your panel. Always.
Salute. Thank you for being here.
With us, you feel me? Because I think you said you seen us before I even approached.
That's crazy.
come fuck with us on this shit. You know?
Yeah, man. I think it was that I saw y'all do a panel and I was like, oh shit, these guys are doing some shit. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, these niggas doing streaming. And then you hit me up and I was like, you lying.
That little shit like that give us energy. Like, oh, I seen y'all,
bro. And then when I see the people y'all were working with, it's like all the people I've been covering. I'm like, get the fuck out. Of course I'll be part of this panel. Why wouldn't I? Like, have you seen my last few episodes? I've been covering everything you guys. Your friends have been on a lot of shit going on, bro.
I definitely could have probably had Wax still if Loose Cannon if I didn't take a stance on that type of shit, because it ain't like Wax said, fuck you, Wax, I ain't fucking with you. It's like I said, you know what I mean? I did that.
Yeah,
shout out to Loose Cannon, by the way. I don't know if the panel stands with that, but I just want to shout out Loose Cannon.
But we don't know the details on his shit. There's a lot of complications right now.
Shouts to him.
Oh, for sure there is. But until the final verdict, I'm still rocking with him.
Free the guys.
That's what I've been saying. I said, shout out to Loose.
Yeah, man. It's just crazy how it all happened around that like moment. You feel me? Like it was just all happening simultaneously. It's coming into my radar. I'm covering like Diddy shit and like Wendy Williams shit, but then this is coming into my radar slowly, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, wait a minute. That's Bush? What the fuck is that? Okay, cool. That's what's up. I watched a little bit of it. I'm like, good for you, bro. I didn't even know you did that. And then the very next day, this nigga's writing to me. I'm like, what?
No, but I remember you when we worked together and shit, and then you said I'm a comedian.
Yeah. I was trying. Bro, I was even doing
stand-up comedy and shit. I'm like, this motherfucker,
bro,
great. His shit was funny though. He had some funny jokes though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I try, you know.
Motherfucker been like doing shit, like been brave. I admire people that's brave enough to do that. Like before I met B Rad, I talked to several people about doing this. B Rad told me, he the only one that stepped up that really was like, let's do it type shit. We've been doing this shit for years now. You feel me? No money involved, no clout involved yet. We gained a little clout. They took our channel, but now we back on the rise. But my point is,
they did us so dirty.
People that got the balls to be like and step out. I love that.
You know why? You know why I felt like we got done so dirty, because like we weren't like shit. It's our own fault. We should have had backup channels and all that shit.
Yeah,
but like they chopped our heads, and that was just they fucked us.
If we had backup channels, we'd be good as fuck.
Yeah, you gotta have that. Right now, I'm trying to go back.
We're shadow banned right now, just for those of you who aren't watching this because you can't find the fucking channel.
Oh, word!
Guess what, B-Rad?
I can't find my own channel this morning. It took 10 minutes to
Oh,
find it.
that's why we can't find it. I was trying to figure that out. I had to put it in a playlist so I could always find it.
I had to go through all of my subs just to find where it was.
So when did this happen? When did this start happening?
I've never been able to find it. It's not. It doesn't even come up in any of my.
We did notice that our subscribers went up since I created it, and then at one point it just stopped, and it just flatlined.
So we need to open a new channel.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But B-Rad, you said we didn't have a backup channel, but we did. That's why we got the.
We did.
Was our backup channel. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And we transitioned to that, but then. But I feel bad for all the people that are just not going to be able to find us again.
Yeah, no, that's what we gotta do.
14,000 subscribers. That's a fact, cold fact. We was on fire. That's a fact.
Well,
we did like a 12,000 person live for like 3-4 hours.
They said no. They took our shit away. No, and they shut it
down.
You
wilding.
Can't have anything nice.
YouTube be wilding, you know.
They said you're on the brink of being discovered and being
But that's when you gotta go harder, bro, and that's why thank God I'm here, bro. Part of the team. Everything we do here, I'll funnel that shit into my page. You know that, right? All of these episodes get funneled over there. Yeah, I do that.
We came back and we got hella political, and we started speaking our minds on everything because we're like, yo, if you're gonna play with us, then we might as well just really go at it right now. So we started talking this shit.
We was getting paid off of it back then, so hey, why not keep having our fun?
We denied monetization for as long as possible.
I swear to God.
And then we did nothing to fucking influence it.
I'm lying to you. You know what I mean? So
you're muted.
B-Rad, you know what's going on. So I really don't feel like we there yet to be thinking we should be getting paid. I think it still need more practice in this shit. You know what I mean? And making it entertaining and fun and still politically correct. Watching the words and whatever else. Go ahead. What you gotta say?
Well, I'm just saying that anytime we, our promise always was that anytime that we did eventually make money from it, it would go back into the show, and the people,
Swear to God,
because they fuck with us, we would put it back in. We're not keeping shit. We're not trying to be like that. We're trying to just make it something even better quality, all that.
Make it good quality.
That's crazy. So now what we need to do is we need to open like another channel. Like I got the Cheat Challenge Reacts, but I still haven't started feeding it yet.
I have to open a whole. I have to open a whole new channel.
A whole new channel.
won't
But
let
for
me.
us right now, our very next episode has to be on a new channel. And since we won't be able to do a new episode until we got like 20 followers or 25 followers, we already have to open it ASAP. You get what I'm saying? And this one should be called.
You spearhead that and
okay,
so
then
we gotta piss the hell out of that.
Hang out with that real quick. Yeah, I'll do that real quick like this. Gotcha.
I see how you move with this shit, and you way more.
Yeah, you're technical. You know your shit. So
copy. I'll bang the, yeah. If I could just do it without I'm just gonna clone this one. So that way, because the first thing our first restriction is we have to have a certain amount of subscribers before we could go live. Period. I know. So, I'm having that trouble with my other one, but the technicalities, I think we could do it through a streaming platform.
And we should be streaming on like multiple channels on all of them.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely talked to some fake managers and things about the cheat. You know what I mean? Because he's the next thing that we got closer to a star, I think, in our community. You feel me? And we can speak on this in public. I'm sorry, I can, because I'm just that real like that. He put in the work. He got the music. He putting in that work. He goddamn on every stream, on every social media platform across the board, and he's always there when I hit him up. So that means he's a goddamn dependable, real motherfucker.
Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
He got what it takes. You feel me? But they
sure.
I just be bored.
So I gotta find a real. I definitely looked into it. I gotta find a real. I can't spend my money on some slack faker. They be lying, homie. That's all. So just let you know, I'm not in that in them circles. You know what I mean? So we just gotta keep grinding. That's all we gotta do. Keep grinding.
Facts. We doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing. That's the good thing. We just gotta go harder. You know what I mean? That's why you saw I posted some shorts from our last episode.
We got to clip stuff up, like to draw people in to watch the whole thing. That's how I get sucked into podcasts that I've never seen before.
No, every channel supposed to have a clip. The Cheat Challenge supposed to have Cheat Challenge clips. It's a Wobbler supposed to have It's a Wobbler clips. Intune Perspective supposed to have Intune Perspective clips. And then B-Rad channel.
Yes, I am.
Let's get to that because.
And we should encourage. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Let's get to that. No, it sucks. I gotta come up with something clever, but we should also encourage people to clip our show and not hold it against them, because there's a podcast I fuck with. It says clip it up, make the content, put it out there. We won't fuck with you for it. So, because that helps.
Absolutely.
Man, we covered a lot of topics. I think, man, it's good. I mean, we did the politics. Intune Perspective, usually we hit the politics early, then we get into the tech. That's what we've been doing. That's been the pattern.
Facts. That is a fact.
8th, 9th episode now, so that's the pattern,
It's already been 9.
It's been interesting.
9 episodes? Nice.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see B-Rad and EST shift their little opinion on.
Oh shit! Gotta fucking load up. That's crazy.
I mean, if you're gonna make me a promise, you better fucking keep it. And I'm a hold presidents to that shit. Like all that.
What promises are you mad about?
This Epstein deflection is really the one that put me over the top, because now they're just backtracking and they're going on semantics and fucking words. Like, no, you said you had the names. Now you say that we didn't meet. Like, that's not what we meant. Like, fuck you. Like, that's just put me over the edge. But like most of it's been good. Most of no. I do 100%. But that just really lets me down. This one, all the other stuff that's been a problem with people, I can tolerate things. Like I might not like it all, but I can tolerate most of it. But this such a bold-faced lie and backtracking. It's just it let me down. It took the wind out of my sails.
Oh shit! I'll be back, guys.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, it just
yes,
they're just lying they're lying politicians like
legend.
Like,
hey,
and 15
killing
people out here.
0 5
alone
8
in my opinion
1
should be a big topic. Like in the you know what I mean? Let's talk about what's going on in our country, what's going on here.
0
15 and 14-year-olds shooting
5
She's still mic'd up.
I'm sorry.
1.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to mute this. This motherfucker unmuted.
Yeah, there you go. My bad. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Nah, because I feel like Pop now. I feel like Pop's music outlasted. You know, his music.
She's back.
It's aging well.
The food from the Uber Eats guy, and he wasn't the smartest guy. Let me tell you. I see why he was the Uber delivery guy, though. Somebody got to flip the fries, right? Shit, it ain't gonna be me. I'll tell you that. I just ain't built for flipping fries. I ain't even built for working. I'm gonna tell you the truth. For anybody who be like 40 hours of what, motherfucker? Are you kidding me? I don't give a fuck how much you paying me, nigga.
40 hours is a fucking vacation. That's a weekend.
Your money, buddy. I do 40 hours on a stream, and I won't even feel it. But you ask me to work for 40 hours? I don't care if you pay me $1,000.
Stream. You gotta have a setup. You gotta put a camera up and somewhere and think about where you're gonna be.
I'm gonna do the.
You might have to put 2 cameras up.
The Mac Mini. I'm gonna put the Mac Mini here, and then I'm gonna have a laptop in my living room. So when I switch cams through OBS, it could go from the bedroom to the living room. But in the bedroom, I want to incorporate my 360 camera, but not yet because people nosy. They're gonna be
shit right now. This is crazy.
What about when you walk away? You gotta be real with it.
There's gonna be spots where there's gonna be blind spots because if I want to go fuck with a chick and shit like that, you know, we're gonna make out with her or something.
Like you're on some Epstein Diddy shit with putting cameras in the bedroom.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Honestly,
it'll be PG-13 the whole shit, so nobody will ever see anything rated R.
But
yeah, nobody will see nothing rated R.
And they doing a stream, they ain't letting no girl come and just make them go. Bye, guys.
Even when a girl speaks over,
if you really want that bread, you can't be. Hey, you tell her, hold up, when the stream is done, get out of here.
Or if we drunk and shit, she want to mess around, we just go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
crazy.
We won't be doing shit. Yeah, we won't be doing shit on stream. It's all PG-13.
You can't think about that yet. You're not big like that yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't.
Leave you. If you got 10 people on your stream and you want to go to the bathroom because the breezy comes, they leaving your ass. You feel me?
No, they won't. Trust me, they won't. But I gotta keep the PG-13.
Hold up, I'm going to do this and do that.
Bro, they're gonna watch me sleep, bro. They're gonna watch me sleep. I'll guarantee you. I will make money while I sleep, bro. They're gonna watch me sleep.
I get money when I sleep. I can never
sleep. I'll be knocked out. You're gonna see super chats. Super chats of people talking shit.
Hey, that's one of my lyrics. Said, I get money in my sleep. I could never be weak till
so we won.
Kiss my feet.
Oh, we won. That's what's up.
What you think though, man? What we gotta do, man, to get our conglomerate? We're on the East Coast.
But yeah, that's my dream, yo.
We gotta murk somebody big. That's what we gotta get at. We gotta get on somebody's head super quick.
It gotta be you though, because we can't.
No, I don't mean official. I mean like on these YouTube streets. We gotta go at somebody big and pull their card.
If you do that, we got your back.
We did that, and that got really out of hand.
Well,
I don't know. That ain't gonna work.
We've had multiple people come up that we called out immediately.
We gotta build our clout back up, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
We built that clout differently, so now.
Oh shit! For the West Side, we fly. I'm right here with you, bro. We defending this shit. Nobody gonna take this shit from us. Yeah. Now, right now, you know, I'm streaming on Twitch right now. So if you guys want to watch it while we talking shit, you know?
We can't watch it. We about to end this.
Yeah, if you got a second device like an iPad or some shit, just pull up, you know, the Twitch, the cheat challenge. Bro, you gotta, yo, my life is monetized, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I should start streaming me playing GoldenEye on my game. I just
What,
get like
Legend? There's no
64
food.
back
What are
up.
you doing, bro?
Something. I gotta do
I'm
something.
actually playing
I'm
with my
looking
brother.
bad right now.
I mean, Mooka, I'm talking to Bush. I'm letting him know that I'm playing with you. And Bush, I'm talking to my brother. I'm letting him know that I'm streaming with you. Salute. He says salute. You heard me?
Subscribe.
Oh, fuck. Subscribe to the channel.
Intune Perspective episode. We out of here, y'all.
Shout out to EST too.
Yeah.
Gripped up, he ain't trying to fight. 2 keys make a nigga risk it. I'm on the road with a 2-piece and a biscuit. Getting caught, that ain't shit we talk about. A nigga talk when he caught, stab him in his mouth. I ain't even do shit. The clip working construction. We move bricks. Look at me now. I made myself. We did it for the love. We did it by ourselves. You know the same story on the block, rock for guap. Now we building the business underground to the top. A lost young nigga hustling on a dark road. I'm still a hustler. Cause that's all I know. Flip it to the snow cause the tree was too slow. Now we Maji and Perk, we bout to cop a boat. I love my niggas though, last real niggas left. From the cage to the stage, we did it the best. Weak niggas got left, sleep niggas got slept. From the page to page, Brooklyn we born to rep.